everybody. Welcome to the Top Boys Entertainment. Trash Opinions Podcast, as Kane like to say. As everyone knows. Even though we the top boys, you're not below us.
Mm-hmm.
We not above you.
Facts.
We gonna always be right to the side of you.
Bigger facts.
Bless up, bless up.
Hey.
Raise the cups.
Hey. Make that sound. So Message for today is not every water sign is a fire. Thanks for tuning back in with us this week, the Trash Opinions Podcast. What we would like to, the news and update that we want to give to you guys is that we're now have been uploaded and available on different platforms.
Yes, sir.
We were able to get on to Apple Podcasts. We were able to get on Spotify, so you can take our content on the go. You don't have to worry about dealing with YouTube and having your phone constantly be open, battery getting drained, all of these different issues. So we got different resolutions for you. You can go from there. So hopefully you guys appreciate that. Also, with our topics for today, we're going to be doing Lil Baby and his baby mother situation in the custody battle, possible ensuing custody battle. What we're also going to touch on is Cardi B and her divorce, of course.
Fuck her.
We're going to touch on
You hate Cardi B, bro.
Ray J and his situation. Also, we have a paralyzed retribution scenario that we kind of want to talk through and kind of entertain you guys with.
Then my favorite topic is next.
And then we have a topic about cuties. That's the
Cuties.
yeah, that
The
Netflix
Netflix
special.
movie.
That's not
The
a good
fuck?
topic.
What is up? Okay, I guess when we get there we'll talk about it, but I'm
Mhm.
not familiar. I'm
Not
not
talk
familiar
about
with
that
cuties.
one.
And next topic would be Bronny, and the last topic would be how China treats the Africans.
Mm.
So, kind of what we're starting with, the custody issue, and Lil Baby is filing to get sole custody of his son. How do you guys feel about that?
You think that nigga should get custody?
Hell yeah,
You
Hell
think he
yeah.
should get custody because of what?
because
He
you can't.
provides everything. Everything, 100% of everything. So I mean,
Niggas about to be out here fucking mad bitches. What?
And
so
on-
what?
He's
He
on
doesn't
He's
need
tour.
provided
kid.
everything.
He doesn't need the kid. Let the kid be.
No,
with
because
mother.
the baby mom is just using him for money. Let her get a job.
So
I
what's going to
totally
change?
agree with that.
So what's going to change when he gets the custody of the child?
He doesn't have to
She
deal with
has
her
to get
anymore.
a job.
Yeah,
He doesn't have to
yeah.
pay child support to somebody else ain't doing shit.
So everybody worried about the situation between him and his baby mother and not the actual child.
No, don't worry about the child.
So
Don't worry about the child.
So is the child in a dangerous situation?
The
possibly?
child's a pawn right
she-
now. What you mean?
She just
In a
said.
dangerous situation.
She just said the
Environment.
child was in a dangerous situation.
Hold on. So hold
Yeah.
on. But is your point that he or she would be in a dangerous situation if it was
No.
with baby?
No, I'm
So
saying
why you
right
care?
Now, so right now it's not. So why? What's the difference? That's what I'm asking. What would be the difference when he does
Money.
Money.
I just said the child's a pawn right now.
Right.
Okay, so I'm asking you, what dangerous situation is the child in right now?
None, but that's not the point.
Whoa, hold on, because she said that they were in a dangerous situation.
When did she do that?
When she was like, "Oh, we got to go out into this coronavirus
Oh, yeah, in an
environment
Uber.
because I can't, he's not buying me my car and all of this stuff." So, yes, the child supposedly is in a dangerous situation. So to get that child out of that situation,
Like how you warped that.
we can have the kid.
Jerry Nance.
We can have the kid.
Fucking water sign. You ain't even a water sign. Bitch. You an air sign. You soft as fucking air. Fuck y'all.
Better standard
so
of
angry.
living.
Angry. What's going on?
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's a lot going on right now. He don't get no bitches.
That's funny. So funny. All of the air signs are laughing right now. Oh my god.
Hey yo, so listen. So if there's no danger for the kid with the mother, and there's no danger with the kid with the father, but the father is paying money, why not the father just take the kid?
Man, I don't give a fuck who the kid with. I just thought it was interesting that we making it a conversation
Off
as
of money, and not the kid.
Yeah, I mean it's not really about the. It's really not about the
It
kid.
is about a kid.
It's not about the kid. Don't give a fuck about the kid. It's really about the baby. Like the reason we even know about him trying to get custody is because he's like, hey yo, I pay all of this.
No, well, she went and recorded a video and was like, "Hey,
But
we
his-
are in danger. We're not being
But we-
taken care of."
We talked about that.
You don't need to be.
All right, we talked about it because it happened.
But I'm saying we talked about it in the sense of we really look at that. It was a money play.
It most definitely was.
Anyways, but it's up and it's out in the atmosphere.
Right.
So
It
now
shouldn't have
he
been
can take
done. It
that.
should have been a personal thing.
If you want to keep it as simple as clean as okay, the baby, little baby now has the kid and takes care of the kid. That's fine. I think that shit not gonna last though. I think it's gonna.
Do you even think he's going to get it? Like, it's still a chance. I'm sure it's a chance he's not even going to get the child.
This is the reason I asked the question: is the child in a dangerous environment or whatever the case may be? Because that's what the judge is gonna look at it is to take away a child from their mother.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're gonna look at it as.
That's fucked up though.
If I was the judge, you already know where the child is going. So I'm not, and there's still.
My thing is, who's gonna provide for the child though? At the end of the day, who survived for the
I don't
child?
fucking know because what the judge is gonna look at it as is like, okay, you can't provide for this child. Little baby, you make how much money? Now, little baby, you pay her so she can now provide for the
But
child.
why should it be that
Shouldn't be
way?
that way.
That's just how it goes.
I think it's because of money. You know, the lawyers, the court system and stuff doesn't get paid. If you know, how are we gonna extract money from this rich guy because she doesn't have any money? So
Sorry, I'm
She
a
can
little
get a
lost on that.
job.
What does hold on? So what does him paying child support got to do with the state?
just the
Anything?
litigation and
They
stuff.
get money
like,
from that shit.
Mhm.
yeah.
They get
They
money
get-
from
they get
what?
paid
Think
off
about
that
it.
shit.
How are you supposed to be even if you look at it in just a statewide, like a government type of state thing?
But
right?
listen, I can understand them getting money from the court, them going to court, but I'm paying my child support. What are you getting out of that?
Processing fees, you get all types of things on top of.
So if I was ordered to pay my baby mother $20,000, she's not getting $20,000.
she might be getting $20,000 plus.
Yeah.
They get their own portion of money that they do.
But where's that coming from?
What you mean? It's just like
They
if
can
you-
make up-
Because I've seen child support come out of niggas' checks. It's a set amount.
Mm.
Hey,
It's
behind
not.
that set amount, do you see that? No, you don't see what goes. Into
What I'm
the
saying is that
percentage
yo,
of
if my nigga get $800 taken out of his check, 800 is going to that bitch.
But what if it's really 725 that she gets and whatever the case? Or maybe she does get 800.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But
So
a
how they
portion
get
of
paid?
that goes directly to.
And then who claims the kid at the end of the year?
That's a better.
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a better question because I don't believe. I think that obviously we know only one person can claim the child.
Nah, it's different now. Two
That's,
people can change. I mean,
but that's if you filing this together. You can't claim.
nah, you don't gotta do it together.
How does that work? Then?
I'm telling you now, I just did it. So, well, I didn't do it. We had the option, so you can claim, but also say that the other parent is claiming too, and they split the thing right in half.
Okay, that's not.
Okay.
It's not like
That's better.
It's like that's like halfway. Of
But I mean, it still needs the communication though, because I have to
Get
have
her
I have to
approval.
have his social and her social to do that.
Mhm.
So it still has to be communication there too. So
I don't know. I think we need to go back to that point of what you were just saying about how not legal, but the government, whoever gets paid, everyone gets paid out of this.
Yeah,
it's not,
that's weird.
it's not just a thing that it's their job. You know,
Yeah.
this is part of their job, and this is how they get paid. So they gotta keep that bread coming in.
Yeah, so you're not gonna get money from her, and I've heard there's like been cases where the guy has had primary custody and the female didn't pay her payments for whatever reason. She probably didn't have a job or whatever, and they really didn't go after her. They didn't go after the women to put them in jail like they would rigorously go after men and put them in jail. So it's a weird situation. It's a web of shit.
do you feel like there needs to be like you get like, all right, so there needs to be like an adjustment amount, like instead of Lil Baby making millions of dollars, he has to pay fucking $20,000 to $200,000 a month. Why isn't it just a basic?
Set,
Yeah, like
For
a
the
set
child's
amount.
age,
Like it should be a set amount, like a straight set
I agree
amount.
with that.
But if you don't make it, like if you working like minimum wage and you're making like 12, then it goes lower. But why the fuck, since I'm making this much, oh yeah, let me take this. Like why is it like that? What
Comfort
what does that make?
You
Like
know
what does that mean?
A perfect example is Gucci and Lil Boosie, and I kind of get it because those kids go back to the ghetto when they with their mother. So imagine you a child, right?
Yeah.
You go spend the whole summer with your father, big ass mansion, do whatever you want, get whatever you want, and then you go back to school, and you have to live under the means of being in Section 8, like that type of unsecure type of environment. You would want.
So what you saying is that it's fucking up the kids mentally?
I think that would fuck up any kid. I don't know about necessarily mentally.
I don't think so, but I think at a certain age, I'm gonna choose to live with my father. I think
you can't choose that. Right. You can't choose that. How can you, as a child, choose that? That's not your. What are you going to emancipate yourself? Like you can't make a decision.
I feel like that's when the courts need to step back in if it was fair. Like look at it like this: if I have a great time with my dad because he makes all this money and I have a fucking room to myself, I don't gotta share it with my brother, my sister, and my fucking cousin. I want to live with my dad.
But
so why do you hold on? So why do you think that the kids don't have a say in that shit? You don't think? Do you think kids need to have a say in that shit? Let's say like an age, like 5 plus.
Because a kid can be easily
manipulated. You're right.
So you don't even have to. You don't even have to be their parent for a kid to be manipulated. So I definitely don't want no kid making a decision out of anything like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be a cap though, bro. Like you just saying fucking $20,000 a month. That's fucking crazy, dude.
Should it be a cap or should niggas be more responsible with their dicks?
Both.
More responsible with your dick.
Both though. Both
because. Well, maybe not even that. How about if you're not gonna be responsible with your dick, be responsible with the bitch. Because if you look at the type of chick he got, you know how to please her. It's not as if he can't please her. He just don't want to, and he'd rather go about the route of arguing with the bitch, doing all this extra shit.
I mean, I would too.
But can women be pleased?
No.
Have you ever happened?
Yeah. Especially when it's another bitch involved.
Lou Will can have 2 wives, yes.
It's probably. I want to see. I want to analyze them bitches. Like first and foremost.
And then y'all do know what happened though. She started getting all antsy and shit when the nigga bought the other bitch a Lambo or some shit,
So
right?
you know what that means?
Gotta buy her one.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean,
keep your baby mother happy.
But you gotta keep them happy. It's a continuous thing.
It's a continuous
thing.
Hey,
if you don't want to be responsible with your dick, be responsible with the bitch.
You gotta pay to play, my friend.
It's a good saying. It's a good saying.
But yeah. So what I also feel like why isn't there some type of restriction for females in a sense like, hey, can we teach females to not put themselves in these type of situations by saying, hey, if you lose custody of your child or whatever, we're gonna tie your tubes until you can prove to us that you're responsible enough to have another one.
Oh no, you're fucking wildin', bro.
No? No?
You're fucking.
Just let her go out and do it.
You're on your own right there. Go ahead and walk your own plank, bro.
Yeah, what you say? That we never disagree? Perfect example.
Tube.
He's been disagreeing with me like on a lot of stuff, like especially abortion and shit. Like, yeah.
What's disagreement on abortion?
It was like a while back. Like I was just saying, like we shouldn't have. Well, he was saying that we shouldn't have no say. We shouldn't have no say.
Yeah, I don't think niggas should have a say on women's body.
And I'm saying we should have pay. I mean, we should have say. And that's because we are the majority payers in taxes. So the taxes fund welfare that take care of these single mothers. So I was like,
I just don't want them tying someone's fucking tubes.
It's a bit much.
So what about the dude? Like, all right, you got Antonio Cromartie with 11 kids. 11. Why can't we cap him off at 4 or 3? Like, Jesus Christ.
This ain't China.
But I'm just saying, like, he got 11 kids. You think he's gonna be able to sustain that? Like, he's not playing no more.
Nah, his child support check's gonna be like $11 per kid.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you know how child support works, if you got more kids and you're not making so much money, like I used to get $70 a month. And this because my father had 5 kids. What was it? 4 kids.
Crazy.
Hey, yo, while we talking about it, never saw my child support money.
Yeah.
Your mother took it?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Your mother took it.
Yeah, she took it.
My mother gave me back it like she gave it to me. It's like, yeah, here's all your child support.
Yeah, we not gonna bash my mom. You fucked up for that. You definitely fucked up.
So none of those should apply. Like, dudes shouldn't get their pipes snipped or whatever, and females shouldn't get their tubes tied or anything like that.
I don't
just kind of help out.
With no female over telling her she gotta get her tubes tied.
But guys would be happy with that. They'd be like, all right.
Guys, I think not to get the shit snipped because you can't. What do you mean?
You kind of get it back.
You can get it. No, you can't get it snipped. You can get it tied in a knot.
Yeah,
tied in a knot.
We would be cool with some of that shit more than a woman would because we cool with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You remember when they had that shit with when the bitch went around? She's like, she walked around one time in New York. And she was showing how many times she got catcalled, and then she did the exact same thing. Like she was catcalling niggas, and niggas was like, "What's up, baby? What's good? Like, what she doing?" Like,
niggas is a little different. We might take some shit for real.
Niggas telling me that I get a free procedure to not have kids until I'm ready.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Fuck
it. Let's go. Let's fucking do it.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, say less.
So what we're also gonna talk about is the latest news of the WAP, the people that have the possession of WAP or WAP, and how that kind of gets you the ring in some people's situations. So we're gonna talk about Cardi B filing for divorce, and
I first want to say that I feel so bad for Offset that he had to go through this for so long.
He had to deal with her.
Yeah, I feel he's a stronger man than I could ever be, cause that bitch is annoying, bro. And I don't even know who this bitch is. I don't know her from Adam and Eve. Just looking at her on videos pisses me off, nigga. So I feel for that man, bro. And then he lost his grandmom. Y'all see that shit?
For real?
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when, but he just posted on Instagram that he feel he missed his grandmoms. Feel bad for that man.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
no.
So
was like, hey, baby, stop right now.
Come back to me.
I know his pain, literally. Bro, I knew you.
I knew that shit was not gonna last because I'm probably like the biggest person in the game in here, and I've seen Offset stream. And every single time Cardi B walks in the room, he hides his fucking phone, bro. He hides it like.
I seen one of them videos where
like
he did
it's
that
his
shit.
baby that he fathered like out of wedlock. You know what I'm saying? Like he hides it like he has multiple bitches on his line at all times. So I was like, this shit is not gonna last.
They went into the marriage with cheating, and they gonna leave the marriage with cheating. It's nothing wrong.
I'm saying that. How can you get mad at a cheater for cheating? You knew it. It's like what the fuck? You gonna get mad at a hoe for hoeing? No.
What she said was it wasn't cheating though.
That's what she said. She said it was the arguments, she was tired of the disagreements, the arguments.
How you gonna get tired of disagreements in a relationship?
Exactly.
You can trust me.
They're always gonna be.
You can definitely.
Oh, for real? Tell us.
If you're going through something with a person and you're constantly arguing, you're not. That is more toxic than cheating sometimes. Because it's like you're never in a place where
you're happy.
It's peace. It's no peace.
Yeah.
And then it's like, yo.
That's why you get separate houses.
Yeah.
Real shit.
That's true.
I
think this was staged though, yo. Because mind you, she just started the OnlyFans, and then all of a sudden she gets this divorce. She's setting it up. It's a good setup. I got this wet ass pussy. I'm about to do my OnlyFans. And now I'm going through a divorce. I'm gonna talk about everything on OnlyFans. That's what she did actually. I think she put out the message last night or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I know the page was set up in that type of feel. Like this is gonna be my personal for my fans.
What is the most way to garner people to come to your OnlyFans than to hear you talk about your divorce?
That's crazy. But are people not smart enough where they just let one person buy in there and then maybe record it, or screen capture it, or whatever, or hack the shit
Reddit.
and leak it?
Reddit does it.
Like all the other bitches.
Reddit.
Women probably not thinking like that. It's just I don't think Cardi B fans are thinking like that.
Yo, I'm telling you, motherfuckers on Reddit make so much money leaking motherfucking shit. You know?
So they might be charging $25 for a subscription.
$5 for these
exactly. They'll charge you $5.
That's dope.
I'm like, bro, y'all some sleazy motherfuckers, yo.
That's dope. That's for the culture, though.
Specifically for the culture.
What do y'all feel about this situation, or outside of the typical surface level? Do you feel like they'll get back together? Do y'all feel like this is something that's a serious divorce?
Honestly, don't care enough to even think that deep into it.
It's a topic, so.
Well,
I mean, it's just all right, personally, do we really give a fuck about us? Us. Do we really care that much about celebrities in their situation?
I really don't give a fuck about celebrities for real.
Yeah,
I mean, they're celebrities, but
what are they doing for us? Either one of them.
Projecting them to the regular people of the world.
This is this can be a realistic situation,
right.
And it also shows how females are not up to the challenge of being the breadwinner. When they are paying the bills and they gotta come home and deal with a nigga complaining or a nigga not agreeing with what the fuck they gotta say, it's gonna be issues there. So then they're gonna look at it more in a pragmatic type of way. I'm paying the bills here. Why aren't you shutting the fuck up and agreeing with what I
Look at
gotta
these
say?
net worths real quick.
Well, I was
bro.
about to say, I was going to
So
kind of.
you think Offset was paying the bills?
I have a counterpoint.
Okay.
Now let's not forget that Cardi B just got in the game. This was like what, her 3 years in the game of really being successful.
Mm.
Offset has been in the game literally for years now, at least a decade.
Yeah.
Maybe a decade.
Really?
Maybe a decade. 2010.
Damn.
The Migos.
Low. I'm
Think
low.
about the Migos. The Migos
Migos
been
were
around
hot.
for a long
All right,
time.
so y'all listening?
Mhm.
All right, so Cardi B's net worth is 24 million, and Offset's is 9 million.
I ain't rocking with it.
But
I ain't rocking with it.
also,
But
she's like the queen.
right
of-
now,
Rap right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
So it's like she's a leader in that house. Whether Offset wanted to accept it or not, her perception of herself was she was
it's,
the
it's
leader.
high as fuck. And that would
And
again, that's another thing that would be annoying as shit just to deal with. I don't fucking need you.
Speaks her mind at
Yeah,
all
like, Shut the
times.
fuck up.
No tact.
Nobody
No
wanna hear
nothing.
that
Like
shit.
Sometimes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying here. Like, that's why I can understand the divorce if it's not a cheating thing. Because when you don't have your peace, it's like, what are we doing?
Mhm.
You know, even when you're alone and you're going through depression and the walls are closing in and your mind is only thinking about that same thing. Why are you laughing?
you being
'Cause
serious
you
right
funny.
now?
Why are you laughing?
Because you funny
Why
as
is
shit.
niggas laughing? What is it?
No, go ahead, bro. You was on the road too.
Niggas is making fun of shit that people go through every day.
Y'all think y'all could be with a girl that was a breadwinner though? Like just
Hell
having
yeah.
I couldn't.
I definitely could. And
It's
I
the,
could deal with
the,
it,
the,
though.
the question would be how long would she deal with me though?
Let me tell you what I would have. I would have a
And we're not
Boost
saying that we're broke though. We're saying like I feel like we all make a good amount, but like she just makes like I'm not.
Makes
All right,
more.
let's say double. Let's say she makes double. Like I don't think that I would be able to just mentally stand there for someone's tone just talking crazy. But vice versa, I wouldn't be talking crazy to no bitch that's making half of what I'm making. Like I just wouldn't. Like I don't. What's like you get what I mean? Like why what is that? I can totally see a woman doing that shit though.
My question on top of what you saying is she making double and providing, or is she just making double and spoiling herself?
I don't think a nigga that's making let's just make it a regular range. A nigga that's making 60 and another nigga and a girl that's making 120, I still feel like they're both going in on the bills. I just don't see Cardi taking over all those bills
I
at the house.
disagree. If a bitch is making 6 figures and you making not 6 figures, she's gonna want way more than what you're thinking that you can even afford. You feel me? Like the type of house that you're gonna have.
I get
You
that,
ain't
but
gonna
you
be able
don't.
to support half of that bill.
Why do you think that? Half of the bill?
Bro, women
Nigga,
spend money
what?
like drug dealers, bro.
If you think
Women
like-
that have money do spend money like fucking
if
drug
you-
dealers.
If anybody, forget female or male, if you make 6 figures a year, the type of house that you're gonna want to live in
Yeah,
is not gonna be something for a person that's at 60,000 a year.
got you, but that doesn't mean that person at 60 cannot take some of these bills.
Right.
Yeah,
But-
like cable,
My plan.
So-
like Netflix.
But then you got
This
some-
nigga said a $9 bill.
So it's basically
It's a difference.
like you on a time limit at that point. Like for
Yeah.
you can take the little crumbs, Netflix and all that stuff, but you know, in a couple months, you get your salary up and start paying for this because I'm the woman. I should be taken care of. You know what
But
I'm saying?
then what's going to happen when that nigga gets a promotion and now he's making 200 and you making 120?
Well, when
Is that tone
gonna
going to change?
That'll be the natural kind of thing.
Yeah, when is that
It
gonna
up, it up.
happen? That's when the dynamic would change.
Yeah, you
because-
man.
Yeah, I can't see nobody that's making 6 figures living with someone that's making, like, if I had a female.
I mean,
that
I
was
had a
making-
jump though. That's why it happens though. Like I was working for BGE and I'm making way more than I was making then.
Yeah, but you're different. You know,
You can't say that because all niggas have like all right.
you don't
y'all-
have a significant person that you are in a situation with now that makes half of what you make.
all right, okay.
You making all this money.
No. I'm just saying that personally. I'm saying that niggas in those situations can just have a jump. You get what I mean? Because anything can happen. Like a lot of people that I know right now, even y'all niggas are in tech. You are in one company and you fucking apply somewhere else. You get a job offer, nigga. Your pay goes up by like fucking 2015. Like you get what I mean? That shit happens.
But
So-
it's a. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
It's just like you're on a time limit though.
Oh, so what you're saying is that I have a time frame to get my money up to fuck with this bitch.
in her mind, yeah. Like, you need to.
But I
step
see
up
that,
to the
but
table.
that's fucked up. 'Cause men don't think like that. I
Right.
wouldn't think that. All right, I'm gonna be with this bitch. Got 6 months to get some bread. Like that's crazy.
Right, that's my
I don't
girl.
think it's a time limit. I
Okay.
think if you mess with a chick like that, you just gotta realize that you're on a different level than she is, and she's always gonna be on that level because you looking at it in the sense of a nigga's gonna be able to match that at one point, and that's under the stipulation that she's not gonna continue to grow. So if she continues to grow, she's gonna continue to want more. Now y'all just gotta figure out the dynamics of that relationship because that woman may pay for all the bills and expect you to still send her flowers every day. Which might be cool, cause you can do that, but you ain't paying the bills neither.
I real life know bitches that don't pay no bills, and they have jobs. They just got money. That's just wild to me.
What you mean? Say that again.
They have like niggas that take care of everything in the house, and they got a regular ass job, and they just got money, bro. And they just like
That's why I'm like, if a chick is making 6 figures, regardless of what she's doing, she's gonna expect you to be a certain type of nigga one way or another. Like you either gonna, well, we like to use the word now is a sim, whatever. Sim. So
this nigga knew what the word was.
Yeah.
for some reason I couldn't remember if it was Sims or
All
Sim.
you had to do was look in the mirror.
Was it?
Wow.
Sim.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
that's
swear, I'm just getting a lot of heat today. You know what? Wait till things turn around.
Heat it up. Ain't you a fire sign?
No, what we say?
You a earth sign?
Every water sign
Yeah,
does
not
not
every-
mean there's a fire.
So you're a water sign?
Bitch, I'm an earth sign. I'm solid. Like, I'm solid. I'm 100% solid.
Yo,
That's
this
what I'm
nigga's
fucking been
angry.
saying. I'm a
Wasn't
solid ass
last
nigga.
week. He wasn't solid last week though.
Oh man.
What is the next topic, guys?
Hold on, you just finishing up something. But, yes,
Dying, yo.
but I believe
you gotta love CJ.
Ray J was the next topic, and
I
you know,
love
him
Ray J.
leaving his
Before we leave this topic, again, fuck Cardi, but
fuck
go
Cardi.
ahead.
I'm with you.
Bitch.
Do y'all really feel for Offset? Dude, like, do y'all feel for him as if he's going through some shit? Ooh, better question. In this divorce, do y'all feel like who's
getting what?
Yeah.
Ooh, how did we
That's
not
what
talk
I'm-
about that?
Like, who's capitalizing off of this?
Woo.
Is it Cardi or is it Offset? This is why I
Sheesh.
say I don't know necessarily about the money situation because she made this money now.
I still don't know how prenups work all the way. So I
Did
don't
they
know.
have a prenup?
Who knows?
No prenup. So I'm just curious of what type of. Even when they married, she wasn't number one Cardi. She wasn't the top. She was just getting there.
She was close because remember
She was close.
she headlined at what's that concert, yo? She had headlined some concert and that nigga showed up with mad flowers and everybody was like it was real disrespectful because she was like the first female artist to do some shit like that, like.
For real.
But she was definitely
She was getting it.
Yeah, she was like
getting to that
at
top
the,
number one
she
spot.
was right there, my nigga.
So, but they've been number one for a while now. Not number one, but you know the Migos has been at the top. For
but who
a
they
while
under? They
now.
under Q, so like they ain't getting no bread.
Well, just like
They ain't
notoriety.
getting no bread.
No,
The
notoriety.
Migos?
type
Yeah,
shit.
yo, Q be dicking his artist, dog.
Oh, you mean money wise?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Always getting dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like Cardi's team is better than the Migos team, though.
I thought they was. Well, I don't.
Nah, they not under the same shit.
But the Migos was considered at a point in time to be on the level as the Beatles. And people was
No,
having that
real talk.
conversation.
They was the black rap rock
Black,
stars.
yeah,
Real
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
So that's why I'm sitting here like, let's not get a little too carried away because when this divorce start to kick
But
in,
we're talking about perception wise though. We ain't talking about money. Like I just told you what his
that shit
net
be
worth
fake,
was.
bro. Come on now, it's $9 million over how many years he's been in the game. I'm not believing nothing that's.
I don't really
over.
think that. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I really think that Cardi has way more assets than Offset, bro.
Right. Because you got to think about it. Like Cardi is an artist, single artist, and Migos is a trio.
Yeah, two.
So they got to get split 3 ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Still
think about it like
still
that.
don't make more.
Probably has to have a whole nother contract for
These
even when he
niggas
wants to
was
do
at
solo
the
shit.
Top. I don't think niggas was realizing how far
We
the top
get
they've
that,
been
but niggas
for
fucked they.
years. You talking about a
Nah,
decade?
they was
You're
not.
talking-
Nah,
that
they was
long.
not at top for decades.
It wasn't
I
that
mean,
long.
not for a
No,
decade.
not-
That
Not
no, it
for-
wasn't.
I don't know when they first came in the league. I mean,
I don't know when they first came out.
Their first hot song was with who?
Drake.
Drake, and that
Right.
was the same year as Future, right?
Okay, and then
That was how long ago now?
But Drake ain't even want to be in the video. Remember, and they were mad at
That's
that.
them. We talking about all these. First of all, the hottest song ever was with who? Lil Uzi.
Which one
What
was
song is
that?
that?
The one.
Why was it though?
What?
Why was it? Why did it go number one? Because it wasn't number one until something happened.
What are you talking about?
Fucking Childish Gambino mentioned them on the war show, and then it went skyrocket right to number one.
No,
Yes, it
that's
did.
not the same song.
Migos.
The Lil Uzi's. I mean, no, I'm not saying that.
Bad and bougie. Yes, it is.
Oh, Bad and Bougie.
Bad and Bougie, but
It is.
I'm
that.
saying that song was number one before that. It
No.
skyrocketed even more after that. I'm not saying that wasn't the case.
No, bro. That shit.
What are you saying then? What are you saying then? Because look how long ago that was.
I'm saying that they were consistent, but they were not.
So you're telling me that this man is a net worth of $9 million when you just said to yourself that this one song, not all of their songs, they have multiple songs, multiple albums that were number one or whatever the case may be. Drake, whoever featured Lil Uzi, if Childish Gambino was shot, you're telling me that $9 million, that number's not a real number. Come on now.
So
I'm telling you that it's a lot of shit that was going in between that. Were they consistent? Yes. But after that Childish Gambino shit, they legitly skyrocketed and they were at a peak for like 2 years. But
She ain't even been in the game for 2 years.
I get you, yo, but I'm saying, yo, the whole route is different. It's just like
hold on, what are we saying?
I guess what we were trying
I'm
to
saying
do
that
is
she's
sell
saying
it.
that this nigga don't got that much. I mean, he's saying that this nigga has more bread than it's saying. And I'm not saying that he don't, but I'm saying I don't really think that it's up there with Cardi's. I really don't, yo. I
What is
don't.
Cardi has done a lot. I'm not saying that, but we're saying
The bitch is on fucking Vogue magazine. She has different
every bitch
contracts
is on
here and
Vogue
there.
magazine. What does that mean? Scissors on Vogue
Like
magazine.
Cardi is that bitch. Like,
Yes,
That
yo,
bitch
that's what I'm saying.
now. She hasn't been
but
a
it's
bitch
still
for
like
that long.
they're still married though. That goes into play.
My point of the matter was when this settlement comes,
Who knows?
Who do you really think is going to have to break out their bread? Because
If
I think
it
that
was
Offset's
if
gonna
it was
break
no
out his bread.
prenup, that's why I don't know how this marriage shit works, yo. Like, because it always seems like the niggas always paying. But if she got more money, why wouldn't she pay? I don't get it.
I don't know if she got more money. That's my point of the matter.
If she sells all her assets on paper,
What assets?
listen to what I'm saying. If she sells her assets on paper, from what the internet just said, she's gonna have more money. That's all I'm saying.
Those numbers are fake. They always been fake. They told you last year that Kanye West was worth $100 million, and now this nigga's he's a billionaire.
Nah. His shit
What are
been
we
close to
saying?
like 350 for a long time.
It's like, yo, these numbers don't be real. I don't know what none of these people make, but if I'm just thinking of a logical sense, there's someone who's been in the game for a long time, 5+ years. Let's say 5+ years.
Depends on if you a dumb
But-
nigga or not. You
but
act
that's-
like everybody's Jay-Z.
That's
Well, Cardi's not Jay-Z neither. She's been in the game for 2-3 years.
Good point.
That's 5 years of getting fucked over though.
Facts.
We don't know
We
the
don't
deal.
even know that. We
We
don't
don't
even
know
know
the-
how he's getting fucked over.
We don't know the deal from Q. I mean, they're suing them,
That's
so
what-
it's
that's-
like
that's what I'm saying.
Cardi have the same management? She had the same management issues with the QC shit as well.
I don't know who she's managed by. She's managed by QC.
She was part of the whole. I don't know.
Then why isn't she managing? I mean, why isn't she
'cause it's
suing
not.
QC?
I
Right.
think she was. She was part of the conversation too.
She's part of it. Was she in it? Like
This is a whole different conversation, not the same
Right,
conversation.
because if we saying all that, Tiger was part of this conversation too, because that
There's a
nigga was
lot
so
of people that was part of the conversation. Don't mean these motherfuckers is broke. Tiger probably still ain't getting paid. I don't know. That's a whole nother conversation.
oh man, Tiger. Shout out.
But that's
But
a
yeah,
lot of hypothetics.
with Ray J's situation. What was that all about? I really don't know.
I don't know. You
Niggas is making it seem as if he's getting back at her as a revenge tactic.
revenge for what though?
Because she was the original person who tried to divorce him.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
big ups to Ray J.
That's why I say I fuck with Ray.
That nigga's hilarious, yo.
Because she tried to divorce him because I think something happened where he left her in the hotel room.
Yeah, I heard about
And she
that.
was like saying that he abandoned her by herself with the child, the newborn child. So she was divorcing him because he was cheating or some shit like that. So they smooth sailed. It made sense of everything. And Yo's like, you know what? I think it's. I'm gonna give you what you want. I think it's time that we get a divorce. That's what
lit.
they saying.
That's lit.
Bro, if he was acting, that's some good acting. Cause he had that interview where it looked like he was about to cry and everything. Like he was really going. It looked like he was really going through it. So
Oh, for real?
If-
It was
if
better
they-
than the glasses shit. When he was like, nigga said, "Yo, break these glasses. They unbreakable." Snap.
That's crazy, bro.
I don't care.
yeah.
Hilarious.
One of a kind. Nah,
So this is the same joint that he threw in the pool and the water and stuff.
The same person.
Oh yeah, I definitely know
Alright.
it's the same
Alright,
shorty.
cool,
Yeah.
cool,
The same chick.
Okay.
They've been together for a long time. I honestly would rather see them to stay together than break up. Because I mean,
Who Ray J gonna be with? That
that's
nigga need
my
love.
point. Like he's just gonna be out here. He's gonna end up getting back with her. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. There ain't no reason for him to really.
So do you think Cardi B is gonna go through with hers? Then?
That's what I'm saying. Do y'all really think they're going back? That's what my thought was. I don't know if Cardi B and Offset really do break up, right? Who the fuck can Cardi mess with?
Nobody.
I'm not saying she can't. She'll be able to mess with a lot of, like she said, ball players, rappers. All these niggas want me. Okay, baby. But how many niggas want you, or how many niggas want to fuck you? It's
Right.
a whole difference.
Right.
Yeah, she can.
It's a whole big difference there. Because I look at Offset as a nigga that he been in the game so long. He just wanted a bitch that was above him in a sense.
And
Or
it,
had
it turned out to be some other shit.
right. You
Yeah,
feel me?
I
He
got
made it
you.
into some.
Cause it's like, let's keep it 1,000. Like he still was cheating, so he ain't
Right.
really give a fuck that much.
Right. And then you look at Quavo. Quavo got his own little piece now. Little sweetie bitch is nice.
Yeah, she is nice.
She's a nice one, and she's rocking on the charts doing her little thing. You feel me? So he got his little. Sometimes a nigga just wants someone to compliment them. You feel me?
So that's what you think Ray J did with Princess?
Well, I
Cause who is she? Is she famous? Was she
No idea.
anybody?
she was on Love and Hip Hop.
But wasn't she on that because of
I
him
don't
though?
know. I don't.
I think she was on that because of him.
I
yo.
don't know. I can't say how much.
Yeah, I don't really.
about her.
I don't know
She's
about
sexy,
much
though.
about her.
She's definitely.
She got weird looking face to me, but who am I? You get what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's why I don't know, yo. Cardi B fucks around and mess with another nigga that's a rapper. Offset can never fuck with her again.
Messy.
Offset can never fuck with her
Messy.
again. And then once she does that, you know what that means. She just might as well just take the Rihanna route. Just keep going from nigga
Yeah,
to
from nigga to nigga.
Because if you mess with another rapper, you just gonna have that taint image, yo.
Yeah.
It's just like, yo, and I don't see her being the type of person that can
Next
maneuver-
mixtape from Migos gonna be fire though.
Exactly.
Super fire. I'm still waiting for this Future shit to drop, nigga. When that bitch broke up with him, I'm waiting for that shit, nigga.
Another nigga who was looking for someone to compliment him.
Yeah, he odd.
You feel me? He doesn't necessarily.
What a compliment though. Jesus, that bitch was bad.
What the fuck was he thinking though?
I don't know.
Like she got passed
Who's
around.
we saying
and
them bitches are? Succubus. That's what she
Yeah.
was. And she been around too,
What?
nigga. A succubus.
What's a sucker?
Yo, it's like a bitch that just like takes your soul and then complements it a little bit with sex too.
yeah, sucks it out of you.
A whole, just imagine a demon bitch.
Like
She had her
Kalani
own motives
was a-
from the jump. From the jump.
You think she have motives with Future?
Oh, nigga, she fucked with Diddy's son, then fucked with Diddy. That bitch definitely has.
I'm not
motives.
sure what
Who
she's
was this?
thinking.
I don't know what her motives are.
Lori Harvey. I mean,
Oh,
Lori, yeah,
Lori
Lori,
Steve
yeah,
Harvey daughter?
yeah.
What would be her motives though? I don't get it.
I don't know. To stay in the game longer, I don't fucking know.
She don't
dude.
have nothing. She literally.
Has nothing to gain.
She
right?
is the future of bitches. If we really be
That's
honest,
disgusting.
she is the future of bitches. Because if you think about it,
Mm-hmm.
she does not need $1 from these niggas. Her father is Steve Harvey. Well,
Yeah,
stepfather.
but
Stepfather.
Steve Harvey don't got as much money as Diddy.
But yeah,
and
you
she
got.
fucked Diddy, so what?
That's what I'm
Dump with
saying.
them ass.
That's what I'm
And
saying. That's
Diddy
what I'm saying.
Diddy gives you sweet vibes. Like, why would you?
Right. Who
I
was
don't
Diddy?
know. You remember what Diddy was doing to Cass? He was thugging that bitch.
But my thing is, okay,
Maybe
alright,
it-
Diddy
hold on.
has more money than Steve
What if
Harvey.
it's-
Who wants to be with Diddy?
Listen though. What if it ain't even about that? What if it's just this bitch really is just experimenting with vibes?
Like I said, she's
Yeah.
the future of fucking bitches.
Yeah,
yo.
yeah.
She's the future of bitches because none of these niggas that she's fucking with, she has to deal with. None of them.
She legit probably just wanted to say that. Yeah, you know I fuck Diddy.
You know what type of
Yeah,
bitch
you
she
know I
could
fuck
be?
Future.
She could be like Eve and mess with a nigga that's across seas that got billions of dollars. Like she is that type of chick.
Oh yeah, for
She
facts.
doesn't have to fuck with none of these rappers niggas. She just doing it for fun.
That's weird.
She done got caught with all these different rappers, Trey Songz.
Well, so when they're young, they like the bad boy image. I'm not saying Diddy's one of them, but bad boy. But like the bad boy, the rapper, the thug. You know, I'm selling drugs and all that shit.
I
So
don't know, cause I don't really look at Future as no fucking thug. I just look at him as like just ain't shit.
well, all right, he's an ain't shit nigga, but he can easily
that's
be
why.
thrown into that thuggish type of realm or
Category.
whatever.
I got you.
Yeah, so
kinda.
that turns her on. He can talk with the slang or whatever. You know,
Mm.
he got drugs around and all that shit. This is dangerous. Oh my god. Like, He's got friends
Some
there.
free
just
band
like,
gang.
I just feel like all these niggas can like. All right, if you got millions of dollars, you can have drugs and niggas with guns anyway.
Mhm.
It's just like
So
what makes these niggas
notoriety as well. This is future.
Oh yeah,
Like,
true,
yeah.
true that. I feel like that's really all it is. You right. It was Future. I can fuck Future, nigga. I can fuck Diddy. I can fuck his
Not
son.
only can I fuck them, I can make them love me.
Yeah, facts.
And then
These
dump
niggas posted.
niggas.
These niggas posted me. I ain't post none of these niggas.
No, these niggas was like in their feelings.
Yeah.
Remember when she got caught with Trey Songz? And Meek Mill was like, you ducked too late. Like, damn, Meek, you hurt.
Yeah,
Meek, you got all these bitches. You worry about this one chick.
and she don't care.
She's a man.
She's just out here breaking hearts.
Of a man eater, yo. That is.
She's
exactly
a.
what she
That's
is.
what a succubus is, bro.
A succubus is a man eater. Okay,
Basically,
gotcha.
yeah.
New terminology for CJ.
But yeah, so I want to have Drake run us through this paralyzed situation.
Rest in peace.
Oh,
If you
listen.
wanna-
Okay, so
Yeah.
all right. Yeah. This nigga said rest in peace. So we were having a discussion of. All right, well, this is a situation that I know of. So someone was in a car accident driving someone else's car. They got in an accident and the person whose car it was in the passenger seat. And when the accident happened, the person that was driving thought that the owner of the car died and just got out the car and left. So my opinion was that if that shit happened to me and you leave me in the car, even if you get what I mean? You think I died? You need to call the fucking cops. Call the ambulance. Call something. You get what I mean? Now, in the situation I know of, the person whose car it was ended up paralyzed. But the person that was driving still left. That's fucked up. So I'm saying, nigga, you need to die.
No.
Why
What
do you think it
said
is?
was, this is what
No,
you
that's
said.
what I
You said that, but
did
you
I say?
gotta-
What did I say?
You gotta emphasize what you meant. You said on top of that, you said not only does that person gotta die, I'm gonna put a hit out on that person.
That's the same thing. What are you
But
talking
my
about?
thing is this. So
If
I'm
I
looking
put-
at it as this.
If I put money on your head, niggas is gonna kill you. What are you
That's what
talking
I'm
about?
saying. But that's a little drastic.
Why?
Listen,
You literally left me. You thought I was dead and you left me. That's
you-
legitimately
but you
almost the
still
same thing
alive.
as. You didn't know that.
But you still alive.
But you ain't know that.
So you gonna kill me because of what I didn't know?
I'm gonna kill you because you left me.
But you still alive.
Hey yo.
So the trade off, he was saying eye for eye, and how about you just paralyze me
Right.
instead of
Because
killing
what's the odds of that? You know a nigga that know how to snap niggas' necks? Fuck you know fucking John
Or,
Wick?
like hit me in my spine or something. Like crack my spine wrong. Like why you gotta kill a person?
We are not gangsters.
cut
yo.
my legs off.
We are not gangsters.
Cut
yo.
my legs
We
off.
are not
Shoot me in
gangsters.
my foot.
We are not
Right.
gangsters.
Like yo, you took it to another level. You like, hey bro, I'm healed now. I want this nigga dead.
No, I'm not healed. I'm paralyzed. Can't move shit below my
but
neck.
you cognizant. Like you can see me, and you can see me on Instagram.
But this is all right. So this is where my mindset is coming from. Do you feel as though being paralyzed from the neck down is the same,
As being dead?
yeah? Because I'd much rather be dead if I can't move from below my
You
fucking
can-
neck.
You can see
If I can turn my head and wink, that's fucked up.
you can see this person that you was speaking on was getting fucked, right? nigga did not get fucked. If he getting fucked, it's by the devil, and nobody wants to get fucked by the devil.
Can we use my example, please?
Wait a minute, like we gonna sit here and be not being fair, yo.
No. We're being totally fair. All right, you got me on that shit. Listen. I'm saying this though. I'm asking this personally for me. Do you think being paralyzed from the neck down, like you would rather that than be dead? I would much rather be dead, yo.
It depends on what's going on in my life. If I can still expect to get fucked, yeah.
You ain't gonna feel it.
If a nigga, hey, from what Kay said, if you hit my G spot in my butt,
But you're not gonna feel it though.
Walked into
You're
that.
not gonna feel it though.
that shit gonna come out though. I know something happening.
It's a sense of accomplishment.
I mean,
Okay.
you can see like, yo, I remember
Just
those
to
days.
let the pod viewers know, CJ lost a bet and he has to get his prostate checked.
No.
And if he nuts on the floor, if he nuts
we
on
want
the
to talk about
floor,
the bet. No.
I honestly forgot the bet.
The bet is still on the table, and I still ain't got to do shit because I ain't say I'm doing none of that. Nigga, I'm not getting my ass turned out. Fuck that.
You
No.
gotta get it checked in a few years anyway.
I got a lot of years. Not a few years. What you mean? That ain't like right now. Like no. That's
Yo, can we go around the table though? So you really would you rather be paralyzed from the neck down or dead?
I don't know.
Kill me, bro.
I gotta be in it. Like
Thank
Tell
you.
me, bro.
I gotta be
Thank
in
you.
it, son. Like
I'm
you
sorry.
don't really know.
You can't. You see what you're doing right now? You just fidgeting and shit. You can't do that. You can't even hold this mic if you paralyzed
It's
from the
cool,
neck
but
down.
what if I'm just in a wheelchair like what's his name, Stephen Hawkins or whatever, fuck, like and just
He can still move his hands.
all right. Well, I can't move my hands, but I can have something. We got technology at this point, so something
Right.
can I can read
What
something.
is
I
that shit
can.
called? The limb shit now. STEM technology.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think because
I don't know for sure. Is what I'm
I don't
saying.
get it.
I think way too much for this shit. So I'm gonna be thinking about how my life could have been doing all this shit. I would probably stop eating, dog. Like I can't.
So
Yo,
you
like,
don't think after
nigga can't even go up steps. That's crazy.
And another thing you gotta think about, Mikey's an artist, so like if he can't,
I got
do what he
nigga, I
likes
need
to
my
do-
hands.
But check this out, right? So what you're going by is okay. So you're saying this as of right now at your age today, that if you had to choose, if you left this house and you had to choose between dying or being paralyzed, you're picking paralyzed, right?
Nah, because I got a son.
What the fuck are you talking about then?
Good. We'll not talk about my situation.
Okay,
specifically.
hypothetically speaking, not you, but we're talking about if you.
I
did
think
not have,
I think honestly, I would deal with it to a certain age, but mentally, I don't think I have the capacity to just live being paralyzed from
Let
that
me
down.
tell you why you fucking not thinking far enough in the future.
Yeah.
Because you could be a robot, or you could be a whole new
Hey,
body.
Hey yo.
20 years from now, 30 years from now, you can put yourself in a suit. As long as you got your brain, you could be. Matter of fact, who you like? You like Drake because you Drake. You want to be Drake? You can be Drake now. Matter of fact, you want to be Chadwick? You want to go back and be Chadwick? You can be Black Panther now. Now you can live your whole life how you want it to be. Matter of fact, you wanted to be 6 foot tall. You can be 6 feet tall, but no, you know what you wanted to pick? You want to be dead because you ain't want to be paralyzed for 15 years.
What's the odds of this shit happening?
It's a big odds because if you look at this shit that's going on now,
We're
these
supposed to have
niggas
flying
got.
cars right now.
Supposed to have flying cars right now.
But
Definitely in
we don't have
2000,
flying
supposed
cars,
to have
but we
flying
do
cars.
got niggas that's replacing people's arms with literally like these robots that have to connect to your
I actually
nerves.
seen last year that it actually connected to a nigga brain and they could move it, but it was mad phony.
But like,
That's
so you
right now.
you don't think that's cool? Like you could be the pioneer. Like you're the guinea pig of that shit. Like
I'm good on that shit, bro.
yeah.
I probably because
Don't
like
kill
y'all
me.
gotta understand, dude. Like I feel like honestly I would be way too depressed for that some shit like that.
I'll be the
You're gonna
funniest
be
paralyzed
depressed at
nigga you
first.
know, man.
You're gonna be depressed for like a couple weeks or maybe a couple
Weeks?
months.
I'm gonna
But
be depressed
but it's I think
at
it's gonna be
least
something.
years, nigga.
It's gonna be something naturally there that's like it's gonna kick in and be like, look, I can get.
I
through
can do this.
Yeah, I can kind of keep going.
I ain't giving up on myself.
Like you see people that come back from wars and stuff, and they, they still doing races. They got limbs and all that shit. Like they just.
Yeah,
I'm sure it took them a grieving period to get through
they,
it. But
they ain't paralyzed from the neck down either.
There's
Okay.
some that
It's
is,
probably-
though.
So, there's some that
I mean, it's people that got their face blown off, and they still like out here.
right, but
doing
they
that thing.
still operate this.
But that's your
what I'm
face.
saying.
That's your face,
It's
bro.
so many different. It's so many different type of
Trauma.
Like, yeah, like
Like,
it's so
yeah.
many different type of situations you can think of that there's no reason for me to be like, you know what, I'ma just not gonna live. That's how I'm looking at it. 'Cause
Well,
if-
I like that you're so optimistic, but I ain't. I'm a realist, so I
what's
don't
the
fuck with it.
realistic of it being dead? What's the realistic of being dead? What are you gonna know what's gonna happen? You don't know shit that's gonna happen about being dead.
I know I ain't here with a fuck. Oh shit, what you saying? So like, what if I'm dying? I actually might go to heaven if it's real, and then I be paralyzed in heaven too. That'll be fucked up.
Yeah, that could be.
That's a
could
cool
be
angle. I wasn't
true.
thinking about
I wasn't
that.
thinking about that. Thank you for fucking up
Hold
the
on. So
whole
where were
fuck.
you going with that? Where were you going
I don't
with
know
that?
now. But that's a great point that you made. Thank you. Your dumbass one up there thinking like, yeah, I'm about to be back to normal.
Yeah, I'm about to be back. Niggas say, oh no, cuz you know how you die is how you come up here, right? Oh yeah, nigga, these ain't rentals.
Yo, maybe you gotta go to hell being paralyzed.
And it'd be super lit down there too. Like, yo, what?
Right.
Oh,
like,
man.
why you give up on yourself? Because I thought if I died, it would have been better.
Like hell no, get the robot body, bro. That shit would have came down here, yo. That's crazy.
Yeah, you fucked it up. That's your fault. They ain't tell you ass to die, nigga.
What if there's like a bunch of unheard of like dark technology out there that you
I'm
could
pretty
like,
sure it
really
is.
get into it?
Like I found out, it was probably like 6 years ago. My brother's mom, she works for what's the shit like if you going from Baltimore and you're like going towards like Laurel and shit, yo, you can like NSA.
Okay.
NSA, and she was telling me like she wasn't supposed to like a year before, but then she was like it's okay now that they had like walls that turn invisible. So I'm pretty sure that we have some crazy shit that's out here right now.
That's funny because I've been watching these YouTube videos of these shields that are like invisible shields.
And that might be the
and
shit
people be
that
standing behind it
and you
Can't
can't
see
come
coming out. You really can't see them. That shit is
right.
crazy.
And like yo, that was 6 years ago. You
So,
get what I mean?
you
So
running paralyzed.
who fucking knows? There's probably niggas that is robots right now. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand too. I'm a regular citizen, so I'm probably not gonna see that technology until when.
15, 20 years. Like, niggas can't be patient.
Just eating out of a straw for like 10, 15 years.
Right? That's so long.
So ready to die.
That's
I'm not ready to die. I want to live it. I used to be on that type of shit where I'd rather die than be all this and that. Like, yo, I'd rather die before a nigga bitch me. Then a nigga bitch me, like, with some real shit. And I'm like, wait a minute, I like life. Like, this shit, yo, like, no, I don't want to die. So, you feel me? I got a new, my whole aspects on life is like, I want to live as long as possible. Because there's so much out here that you never know you're going to experience. If I would have died 3 years ago, I would have never met you.
Oh shit! What happened 3 years ago? Oh, you got bitch 3 years ago.
Oh, I got
Super bitch
Was it
3 years ago.
Might have been 4 now. Every year, just it kind of go now. So, like, but if I would have lost my life in that situation, I would have never went to Toronto. I never would even experienced Toronto.
Oh, we would have never met.
Never would have met, bro.
That's crazy.
So that's the type of shit that you got to keep in mind.
Nigga, bitch you with a gun or something?
I don't know. I can't talk about it.
Oh shit!
I can't talk about those type of situations anymore.
Nigga, bitch me with a gun. I say fuck you. Yeah.
But yeah, with the latest situation and Netflix and kind of the culture and what's
Culture.
you know the edges that are being pushed or
The
kind
lines.
of stepped over, in my opinion, with this new piece, special, whatever, named The Cuties, and you know it's just displaying 11-year-old females in a sexually provocative manner that was kind of unacceptable to a lot
Written, produced, directed by a woman. Just want to throw that out there.
by a woman with the intent to promote awareness for child
Stupid. trafficking.
trafficking,
Fucking stupid.
I believe. So, you know, kind of how do you kind of feel about that?
Listen, I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. I ain't watched. So
I ain't seen it neither.
I ain't seen it.
I'm glad that none of us
Anybody
did.
seen it?
I
Nah,
thought you was
none
the
of
only
us-
person that seen it.
Fuck no, I ain't seen it.
Listen, I'm glad no one here has fucking seen it, but I must say this: what the fuck was Netflix thinking? Yo, seriously,
That
son.
shit
The
wild.
first, all right. So I had it. All right, I'm gonna say this: I had a debate with one of my homies that like he reviews. He's like a up and coming critic, so he actually has like a channel and shit. He gets like probably like 1,000 views. Like so, it's up and coming for real. So he watches movies like no matter what they are. So he said he watched it and he said, watching it, I understood. And I was like, nigga, so? Because
What did
that's
you say?
not what's being seen. You got to understand that not only the climate, but just the age of technology that we're in right now, certain shit's going to go viral. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if there was a full trailer of the girl saying why she was twerking or any of that shit, it's getting lost because it's a fucking 11-year-old twerking on my fucking screen.
Would have made it better if it was a woman of age pretending to be a child.
Most definitely, because no matter what it is, a woman is good. It's like I don't know. It's like I guess it's like a visual cognitive thing. Like this is an actor. You get what I mean? But these bitches these little girls are fucking frail as shit.
Yeah.
Just
How old would it have been for it to be okay to twerk?
Yo, why are you asking
What
me
the
dumbass
fuck? I mean, what age would you be like, yo, that's
You
cool?
tell me, yo.
What you think, Kay?
The fuck y'all asking me for?
He was asking. He was looking at you, waiting for you to answer.
Nigga, what age? What age? Anybody? What age do you?
It's shaped to me. Like I don't know the ages of anybody.
We did
I've
have
been
a talk
watching.
earlier about how like these young girls just look older than the fucking girls we be talking to now.
Yeah, Kay
Developed.
said if you like 15, that's good. That's not what they said.
I hate y'all, bro. I fucking hate all y'all, bro.
What the fuck wrong with you, Drake? Drake is out. He got his ass up. He ready for his prostate.
Hey, yo, my ass is not up, bro. Nigga,
Look, I'll put it like this, man. In this situation, I ain't see the shit. I don't really
you seen
care.
the clips though, right?
I haven't really seen nothing. I think
You
I
haven't
watched-
seen none of it. You haven't
I
seen none
haven't
of the viral clips, nigga.
Nah.
Where are these clips at that people were saying? Cause I ain't
They
seen
just
one.
on the internet.
You sent me one, right?
yeah, he's definitely lying, right? Yo,
First of all-
yo they've been everywhere, yo.
talking about the
Right, it's
arch,
no way. Right, he's super lying.
Alright.
I seen one. I seen one.
Why'd you lie and say you ain't seen none?
I said I didn't see the clip. I seen one. I don't know what that was. I seen the girl. She had an arch in her back. That shit was shaped like a U. That shit was like. That shit was lit. It was like. It was one of a kind.
Hey, yo, this nigga's
I take it back. It wasn't lit because she's underage. But what I'm saying is, for her to put that arch in her back, I think a lot of grown women should take note because some of these grown women don't arch their back that way.
Cancel this nigga.
So, so what I'm trying to figure out is, if this was just like a regular grown woman, niggas would not care. I don't really care about the shit anyway, as is.
Yeah, you don't care. I feel like honestly, you.
I don't care because I know that fucking with younger women is wrong. I don't really know what the message is of this shit. What is the message?
So what somebody was
Bringing
kind of saying.
awareness that. Go ahead.
The
No,
awareness
I was
of
about to
what?
answer
Of
that.
over sexualization of children?
That's it. That was it right there.
So
By
who
over-sexual-
cares though? Who? Not to be disrespectful, but who really cares? Because these.
You getting lost in the message though. You can't show this and then say this is what we're trying to show.
Let's objectify.
Yeah, it's
So
like
my argument is this, right? They say that the message is the thing I'm really lost at is the people's outrage because what they're arguing is the over sexualization is the message and it's an incorrect message the way they showed it. But if you look at a lot of these children of today's age, all these TikToks, these dances that they do are over sexualized. Babies, little ass kids, like it's over sexualized. So when did this become an issue that it cannot be shown when it's shown everywhere?
I think so.
They got kids on Instagram. Period. They got kids on Instagram. That's all I gotta say. They got kids on Instagram. I grew up in an era where you didn't have any social media, right?
because we didn't have it. It wasn't there.
So when did it become an issue?
It's a part of technology.
When did it become an issue? Because there are literally kids on Instagram. Literally kids.
I mean, I feel you. I agree with you because I was actually talking to my cousin. I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm giving this little nigga a phone until he hits like high school. And her argument was, well, you can't have him being the oddball when everyone in middle school or fucking elementary school now have phones. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. You get what I mean? Because then personally, me, my peoples ain't have no bread. I didn't get a phone till like 10th grade, and that's when I bought it. So I didn't give a fuck. And that's always been my mindset. If I don't got the bread, I can't do it anyway, so I don't really give a fuck. Who cares? I see y'all niggas in school anyway. But now it's just like little kids are going through fucking mental breakdowns. Number one, from having social media, and two, for not having a phone so they can be on social media.
Right.
It's just dumb.
I just don't understand where this
Outrage right
this
now is
outrage
coming
comes
from
'cause
when they're all doing it at home. Because of that, they're doing it at home.
WAP is a
online.
national TikTok dance. Wow.
But that's what I'm saying, because it's at home.
Where is it at home?
It's at home. They're doing it at home. They
No,
got
I'm
their own
saying,
phones.
what makes it okay that there's because it's at home?
And because it's Cardi.
Because this
bitch.
TV thing that we're watching on TV is at home. Like, what are we saying? Like, what lines are we really drawing? What box are you trying to box?
No. So what I'm basically saying is where the line used to be. And where it's not. It's like
that
not.
line
Now.
has been gone because these kids. First of all, what was that fat girl that used to be on like TLC that was like her mother and her, they had a show.
Is it Monique?
Honey Boo Boo.
Honey Boo Boo.
Oh,
Honey Boo Boo.
Was she not over sexualized?
All of them girls in them pageants.
Know.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So and then she had.
I don't really
national
know much
show.
about that, bro.
I just remember her being like very
Or like
more
provocative
mature
and
or
shit.
whatever the case. I don't even remember because I never watched the show. But I just thought that if I remember correctly, she had some type of connotation to her where she was very, like advanced for her age.
Well, I think we looking at it we're looking at it in a logical ass way. It's like this shit shouldn't be seen point blank, period. But it's just like if it's TikTok, it's okay because it's TikTok.
But it's Netflix.
It's just a dance.
It's an issue.
It's so cute. It's fun.
Right.
But it's like if you have a show that's showing it, it's just like ugh. Like all right, for example, right? And I actually had to think back. I mean, I had to like circle around with myself. So I watched a show called Lovecraft Country, right? Mm-hmm. The recent episode had like a gay scene, like a gay sex scene, and it was super random gay as fuck. Yeah, and I was just like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
That nigga plays gay in every fucking role, though.
But listen, that's not even where I'm going with it. I was just like, "Yo, I really did not want to see this," but I had to realize because I watched Lovecraft. If y'all niggas don't watch this shit, watch this shit. It's just good.
It is.
But I had to rewatch it all the time. Right before that, 15 minutes before, there was a straight sex scene, and the shit didn't budge me at all. So I'm just like, damn, am I fucked up for like, you get what I mean? Why the fuck did I have so much of a? But listen, all right, but my concept was, yo, for real, I was just like, yo, I don't want my kids saying this shit. That was the first thought, It was I don't want my kids seeing this shit. But damn, I was like, what the fuck? Maybe my kid don't even need to be seeing those sex scenes at all.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So I had to just really think about it like that. But I was really on the fence of like, man, fuck this gay shit, nigga. They need to chill this shit out. But literally right before it was a whole straight sex scene, bro. Right before it.
Yeah, I said it, and I can 100% agree with you.
Just to be off the air. All the sexualized shit just need to be off, bro.
Thank you. But
we just gotta realize that we now are giving children the ability to identify how they want to present themselves how they want to act how they want to, and be the individualities that they want to be.
Shouldn't be like that. I'm jealous because I wasn't able to do that.
Be mad at Netflix for showing us what the fuck we've been doing.
Showing us the culture.
Right. That's what I don't get. Like, what is the big argument about? Like,
but maybe the culture shouldn't be right where it is.
What's that? Go. And all these little kids is doing is putting their ass in the air.
But they wasn't in that video.
What you mean?
In the original video, the little go shit.
Yeah,
they're not putting their ass in there.
But all these little kids now, go, they throwing their ass. I'm like, yo. And then you got that other one, and they moving their waist.
I don't know what shit she.
It's like a the one that Jason Derulo do or something.
Fuck. I know what you're talking about.
They need to cancel.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
okay.
like all of these kids are moving in sexual ways. So I don't understand why y'all now wanna. This has been going all during quarantine. Quarantine, this shit has been the number one thing. Baby, show me something.
Do you think it might be because older people fuck with Netflix more and where we can see it? Because I'm gonna be real with you, I don't even know how to work TikTok. My little sister tries to get me on that shit every time I come around the house. I have no idea how to work that shit. And mind you, I'm not like a fucking idiot when it comes to apps and shit. I just can't get with it. Like I was just like, damn, what the fuck? So I record it now and then do it later. I'm like, what the man? Fuck this shit. You get what I mean?
Might be a different audience.
Yeah.
That might be a good point then. That the audience that is watching this and who's getting offended by this are people of the older generation that see things. Or the current generation.
But there's plenty of clips that you've seen where like, the mother is sitting back and she's like, oh, my baby's so cute. And she's about to do some real provocative shit. And it stops when the father comes into the scene and goes and looks at it. And it's just like, that is to show like, we don't have fathers in the house to kind of like watch over some of the shit in this culture that's kind of getting fed into our kids from that.
Stopping it, bro.
it's no stopping it, but
Yeah.
you can help it a little bit. You know.
I
What
think
do you
the
want?
cuties
What do you want
thing-
us to do if we not in the house?
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying, women need to start wanting the male in the house
So you
instead
want
of
women to take a responsibility?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
You're bugging. Yeah, you're bugging.
My standpoint on this whole thing is cuties was an overreaction by the public. That's what I'm
See,
saying.
I don't.
So what this guy was saying, he was saying like this is like a very orchestrated thing by big businesses where they put something out that they know you're not gonna like, you're not gonna give a fuck about, but they gonna, the way they market, they'll know where people are gonna react. They're gonna go to YouTube. They're gonna put up
Still
these
watch
hashtags, and then the companies can market their ads in that rage or whatever. So it's like.
All
What-
publicity is
Yeah,
good
it's like
publicity.
so it's like publicity, and now we can kind of play off of that, and that's where they're kind of making their money now.
Mm.
They're like, you know, when they had the Joker movie or whatever, they knew the movie wasn't gonna be good, but they put it out because they knew it was gonna piss people off and work everybody up and
The
shit.
Joker movie?
Yeah, like
That
you
was a
know,
good movie.
no, but I'm just saying like, oh, incels, oh, somebody's gonna shoot the theater up and all this
Yeah,
shit.
it
And,
had like so many other like connotations but shit. Have y'all seen that Netflix movie? It's called Social Dilemma.
I heard about it. I heard it's
That
pretty
shit was
good.
pretty good. I
Yeah.
think we need to talk about that next week because
I'm
it
gonna
kind
watch
of it's
it.
kind of branching on this right
Yeah.
now. So just
Talking about all the media and
yeah, about how
technology-
like he just said about how the ads and the
Mhm.
company that runs all that
Keep
shit.
us on our phone.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Mm.
we can whatever. I'm gonna definitely watch that.
yeah, so just talking about some Cali, some West Coast Kush or some legitimate weed and shit. Bronny was caught on
Oh.
TikTok, I want to say.
No.
Was it TikTok?
Was
What was it?
TikTok?
Instagram.
I don't know. It was some social platform.
So he was on there smoking. And he looked like a pro. Like, looked like he's been doing that for a while.
He's in LA.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
That's a
like,
culture
what the
over there.
fuck? I want to know, like, what you were saying for the cutie shit. Why do we have so much outrage for this shit? Like,
I saw a comment.
everyone smokes, bruh.
I saw a comment that was like, it wasn't this much outrage when Obama's daughter was caught smoking.
Oh, it was. Oh
It
my
was?
god, it
It
was.
was outrage, but it wasn't like to the point of people. If there's an outrage, I don't know the outrage of this one.
Because we're bored. Like we don't. All we can do is be mad at shit now. We can't go outside. Like
Yeah, that's
you
fact.
get what I mean? It's
fact.
just like any little fucking thing is just tippy top.
She may be older too. She may be of age.
She was in college too.
Yeah,
she was in
I
college.
think
But hold on,
Bron
what's of age? Like you can
Well-
smoke in LA.
Depends on the state.
Yeah.
So, no,
If you're 21,
Oh.
if you're 21, you can definitely smoke. But I don't know, little Bronny, whatever the fuck you want to call him. He's definitely too young to be smoking. Yeah, what are y'all trying to stand on this? 'Cause I personally
Don't care.
It's not that I don't care, but I guess the only stand I could have is like, oh my god, he's too young to smoke. Is that the issue?
I don't know. I think it's just his bronze son. You
Yeah,
know,
it's because
everybody's
it's
got
LeBron,
a-
son. That's really what it is.
Everybody-
Like we remember what we were saying last week about how he dipped from the game but didn't like stand on his feet. It's just like his children. Same shit with Obama.
Oh.
His children needs to be held at a higher standard too.
Mm.
Like
Gotcha.
you know what I mean. You're the king. These are my princes. Act as such. Y'all shouldn't be smoking, and even if you are, you damn sure shouldn't be smoking on social media.
Yeah, you shouldn't be posting and all that stuff. Yeah, keep a low profile, or try to keep a low profile and
As
a
much
high,
as you can.
and a high
Yeah, right.
Like Jordan's children, because I didn't know none of them motherfuckers.
None.
until-
Didn't one of them go to college and ball?
They was
A little
balling.
bit.
They was both went to.
Two
Yeah,
of
they
them?
both went to.
He had like a
Even his
headband.
daughter was not bad at
They went to
basketball.
school with him.
Really?
But they just was so low key that there's really not much information. Like,
But again, social media was different too back then.
Yeah.
that's a fact.
Like social media is just
It's out of
an
control.
animal,
Yeah,
yo.
you
It's
can't
an
say shit
animal.
nowadays.
But we didn't get. It's kind of a spin-off because I just don't really care about this shit. But this made me think about Steve Nash.
What? What are you
What
talking about?
You know he's the coach now,
The Nets.
Nets,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
and there was a big uproar because
Because he's not black.
right.
Right.
But why? Why does it matter?
Why?
He's a former MVP.
He's Steve
Yeah.
Nash.
Yeah, he's fucking Steve
Fucking
Nash. Yeah,
Why
that's
the
what
fuck does it matter what?
Do y'all feel like that's some shit that like is justified? Like the arguments
But
that were
that's
coming
not-
from
that's
that?
just
Fuck
everyday
no,
life.
it's not justified.
It's not justified.
I want to be that person, but then I started thinking about it. It ain't no black coaches in the same situation, and there's a lot of black coaches. I mean, black basketball players that were better than Steve Nash.
I wouldn't say
So
a lot.
hold on, what are you saying?
There's not a lot of people better than Steve Nash. Top 50.
Steve Nash is pretty dope, bro.
He's my favorite, one of my favorite basketball players. You know, I was a Suns fan for the longest. But if we're going to take top 50 players, no one has been
passes and threes are super clutch. But I'm not really saying what you're saying though.
What you mean?
Hold on, what are you
Like, like why are you?
It's not been many coaches that have been accelerated without having to go into any type of like the coaching route to get to the. All right, Patrick Ewing. He's not a coach.
What about Luke Walton?
But he's white. We
Well,
talk
that's
about
like-
black versus white.
Jason Kidd.
Okay.
Jason Kidd didn't go the route of he was an assistant coach before he was a head coach.
Okay.
So I guess I didn't get the argument until I really started.
You look at
thinking about
basketball way more than us too, so you know you gotta explain.
There was somebody that had a list, and they had a list that they used in their response to what Stephen A. was saying, which is similar to what you were saying. And I don't remember. He was saying like it was a couple of coaches that were black that didn't have the experience and all this stuff, and that were given head coaching jobs.
Really?
Yeah.
I probably just don't know who the fuck they is. I probably just have to go back and look at it. I just thought it was an interesting point. I don't care because I love Steve Nash. I think that he deserves to be a coach regardless of what
the avenue that he got there.
He definitely deserves to be a coach for the Nets. If it's going to be a team, he could be.
It's going to be the Nets, yeah.
Because I mean, they don't have nobody but Katie and Kyrie. So what can you fuck up? It's like it's fuck it, just give it to him.
Just give it to him.
You can always blame it on Kyrie because he got questionable stuff.
Y'all need to chill that shit out.
I'm just saying he got questionable stuff out the court. Like you just it was his fault. That type of shit.
Yeah, I just thought it just made me think of it because Canada, I don't know, weed. For some reason, Canada and weed just clicked in my head for some reason. I don't know.
Because it's legal.
Yeah. Oh, it is legal?
So there were more people than Stephen A. that were against this high?
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, I heard about this shit that he's talking about, but I'm just saying I didn't know it was all throughout that. Like, I didn't know it was like niggas had to go through a certain route. I thought niggas was just players and then became
you
coaches.
can't become a head coach just to become a head coach.
But I thought that's how it was happening, dog. Like, I didn't know it was deeper than that.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Eric Spoelstra. He was riding that fucking assistant coach bandwagon until Pat Riley left. And then he became Eric Spoelstra, you know, and got the golden child LeBron.
Yeah.
I just think that a lot of the coaches do get vetted before they
get the head coach. I got
and I think the only thing that Steve Nash was doing was like fitness type shit, train. I don't know. He was like I don't remember what he was, but I think he was more just like one of those guys in the facilities more than a person that just jumps to head coach. I don't care because I fuck with Steve Nash, but I started to realize, well, wait a minute.
What if he was the head coach of the Celtics?
I mean, it's a white place. Celtics, they got like a lot of white. I don't know much about the Celtics franchise other than white people.
Celtics or something?
I said Celtics.
Oh, Celtics.
Yeah, Celtics is pretty white, right?
Yeah,
Boston,
I was trying to figure out what was the response from Stephen A. more so like ESPN telling him, hey, you know, disagree with this so you can kind of cause an uproar, cause some activity or whatever.
I feel like that's usually what it is, though. Yeah, but from his standpoint, I seen it on Twitter that I didn't pay attention to it as much as he did, but a lot of niggas was mad.
My thing also from that, I don't like this whole what ESPN is trying to do, and I saw an article on ESPN a couple months ago, and it was funny because in the article it was arguing, hey, we need to start seeing more black coaches in the NFL. And I was like, I'm interested in seeing that. Like, what are the reasons behind this?
Yeah.
And it was basically saying diversity is a positive thing. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, I don't agree with that because, like, I feel like there should be more meat behind it. Like, say, if you want black coaches, we need more black coaches because they're going to bring a new offense to the league. They're going to revolutionize the league, or a new defense, or they know how to train players a different way to help them, not deal with injuries and stuff. Like, sell me on this. Don't be like, diversity is just great because it is. And what made it hilarious about it, hold on for a sec. When I was talking to my coworker, white dude. So I was like, yeah, what do you think about this? Do you think there should be more black coaches in the NFL? And he's like, yeah, why not? And I was like, why should there be more black coaches? And he was like, I feel like this should be the other way around. With this conversation and stuff. I was like, you're right. That's what I'm answering. But that I just feel like, I want a better argument. Like, sell me on this. Don't just be like,
you want it better just in general is all you saying. Because who give a fuck if black people are there if black people are just there?
Yeah.
Who give a fuck?
I'm tired of seeing white coaches coach black people. Period.
Why you feel as though?
Because it don't even. First of all, a lot of these. I'm looking at it from the basketball sense, right? A lot of these guys who are coaches.
That's a basketball though. It's mad smaller. You gotta understand, like,
I just know basketball. I'm just taking basketball.
Yeah, but you know that like football has like a defensive coordinator. And a lot of them are black. You get what I mean? It's like.
Then on top of that, the majority of the people on the field are black.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm just taking it in the aspect of black athletes. I ain't taking it really into a sport thing. But what I'm thinking about is the basketball, because I look at it as in the sense of this. These guys are taking a lot of instructions and orders, or they're working with coaches who are white, who've never played the game or never been as athletic. And you're not going to tell me, for instance, Golden State Warriors, is it Mark Jackson?
No, it was Mark Jackson.
But Mark Jackson, right?
Yeah.
Who's getting all of the credit now, though? Exactly. Steve Kerr. But we all know the real reason why that team was that team is because of who?
Mark Jackson, bro.
This is a perfect example of white people just coming in and taking shit and then looking like they really good with what they doing.
But
it's not Steve Kerr. We can literally see that situation of Mark Jackson, and it's like, yo, he built this team because he is a nigga that can fuck with shit. You can fuck with it.
But see, that's all right. So I feel that's where football. We gotta talk about different sports.
Yeah, football is a different sport.
Yeah, it's different sport because I feel like we don't really need coaches for basketball, dog. I think when it listen to me. I'm not saying we don't need.
Phil Jackson is Phil Jackson.
I got you. I'm not saying we don't need direction and discipline, but I'm saying is that it takes a lot more to coordinate in football than it ever will in basketball. Yep. You have talent, and then just being in general, you need to be more skillful as just a human being to play basketball. Play basketball.
Yeah, play basketball. Yeah. I thought you were
saying
football.
Yeah,
football. You not see the fucking smart nigga.
That's why you need to let a nigga finish his statement. So what I'm saying is that LeBron legitly doesn't need to be coached. He can legitly call plays while he's outside. You can't do that as a quarterback, my nigga. You can go ahead, you can switch some options up and shit like that, but you need coaches. You need multiple coaches for football. It's just that's what I'm saying, yo. It's just
dumb people.
It's play wise, situation wise, shit is way more complicated, yo. Like when you're in basketball, it's just like a lot of shit is going on the fly until it's like crunch time. So you got like 30 seconds. Shit, you need to do this. You get what I mean?
Forget about the whole scrimmaging. Y'all forget about practice. Y'all forget about all of these other things that lead to that and to the team chemistry. Team chemistry does not start just because niggas is playing with each other. You watch the documentary from Michael Jordan and everything. We know that that's not where it starts and ends. Nigga, it's so many people that come in to play with.
Nigga, from watching the Michael Jordan fucking shit, he didn't give a fuck about chemistry. He wanted certain niggas. Listen to me, yo. He knew he had to have certain niggas to help him. It wasn't about no fucking chemistry. When has Michael Jordan ever say anything about some fucking chemistry, bro?
What are you talking about? First thing he said when he came back, after he played baseball and he came back in the locker room, he said, I don't know who are these white dudes and all of this, what's his name? Steve Kerr or whatever. Not Steve Kerr.
Longley? Who?
Like Steve Kerr. What I'm talking about? Yeah, Steve Kerr. When Steve Kerr was in the locker room, he was like, well, he didn't get my respect until when? He's talking about chemistry. What are you talking about? He's talking about the chemistry. Ever since he came back, was what he talking about.
He was talking about help. He want the niggas to do their job on the
he said,
court.
I could not trust you until you showed up for me.
Until you showed up.
That's chemistry.
That ain't chemistry.
What is chemistry?
You can be nice on the court and be a nice nigga in the court.
No.
Or at your position. Yes, you can.
No. They had chemistry. He didn't like them niggas when he came back. They talked about it. What are you saying? Did you watch the documentary?
Nigga, you think you have to like a nigga to have chemistry with him? You think
Yes, because you know why? You look at niggas like Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. What happened? Because they didn't have chemistry. They left. What are you talking about? You don't watch basketball or something? What the fuck are we talking
Nigga,
about?
I watch basketball, yo. Like what?
What are you saying? Who had the best chemistry on the Bulls? Who are the two people that had the best chemistry?
Jordan Pippen.
So what are you telling me? So who had the worst chemistry?
I don't know.
Exactly, because that's not how you make a championship team. Is if you don't have chemistry.
Nigga, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying Jordan did not come back. Jordan did not come back. Jordan did not come back. It was like, yo,
he did. Go back and watch the documentary. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it,
and I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna record it, and I'm gonna play the clip.
He came back.
I'm gonna play the clip.
And he talked about chemistry. That's the episode might be called chemistry. What the fuck we talking about? Nigga came back with the 45. The niggas was talking shit about him, and they got rid of some of the people and brought in whoever the fuck they brought in, and they made it work.
That's what niggas in the NBA do. That's what the coaches are for.
Shit, the same thing is in NFL.
Forgetting niggas.
We can't sit here and talk about the chemistry between a quarterback and a wide receiver. Don't gotta be good. What are you saying?
I didn't say that.
So when does chemistry not mean anything in sports?
I don't think he means that it doesn't mean anything. I think he's saying it doesn't mean as much as you're trying to make it out the book.
Exactly.
How? First of all, I never made it into a sensitive situation that's the only thing that you need. I never said that.
Like it.
I don't know how we got the chemistry, to be honest.
I don't
even know where the fuck we get that.
Let's play this shit back. Like, I don't even
know how we got the chemistry, but I'm sitting here listening like that's some bullshit. That's what I'm saying to myself. But I think this, yo. I think that I don't know what we talk about no more.
All right.
We're talking about black coaches.
Black coaches. That's what we talking about.
You feel like a good player. Good players can't just be good players. They gotta have chemistry.
They gotta have chemistry on the team.
Because
it's no team.
I don't really think Golden State really has like real good chemistry, and they won how many titles? Like that.
So he's not saying that you. We kind of
I feel like Golden State were better players than they were as chemistry.
Bullshit. Because none of them players could be on any other team and be star players as they are together.
You don't think Steph Curry?
Steph Curry good. Steph Curry good.
You don't think Clay can?
But you don't think Clay can? That's what I'm saying.
I give you
Draymond.
I give you Steph and Clay. I give you those only two people. But guess what? That's not the only people on the Golden State Warriors. And on top of that,
who's the first three you named though?
I didn't name three. I just named two.
Who's the first three you named? Seriously, on Golden State
Warriors?
Yes. Who's the first three?
We talking about before KD or after?
No, before KD.
You would say Draymond. No, matter of fact, you would say Steph, Clay, Iguodala. He got the MVP. I dare niggas say something. I would say Draymond.
I think niggas would say Draymond.
I would say Draymond. I'm not
right. What I'm saying is that dumb niggas could go. I'm not sure about Draymond, but them two niggas could go anywhere and they could still make buckets and make another team good. And that's what I'm saying.
Warriors became good players. Do you remember who Monte Ellis was when he was on the Warriors with Steph Curry? Steph Curry was nothing but being injured every damn year. He was not being the star player he was.
But he was injured.
Mark Jackson built that motherfucker up to be who he wanted to be. And he put that team together. He got rid of Monte Ellis. He brung in Clay. He did all the things he needed to do to make this team a superior team. And guess who got all the credit for it? Steve fucking Kerr. So that's my whole point of the matter, that black coaches need to do more in this fucking game.
We went so many places with that.
But like football,
I don't know football. I couldn't talk shit about football.
Way more coordinated. It's like you gotta know what play to counter the offensive play or on the deep. Like if they blitz, you gotta know do a quick play.
Quick routes, you know everything. You need all that shit.
You know what I'm saying? If they're playing back too far, you can open it up to screens, draws, QB draws, halfback draws. Like football is way different, bro. You gotta be a fucking genius to coach football, bro. And can you honestly say a lot of these motherfuckers that play in the NFL are fucking geniuses? Can you honestly say that?
I think a lot of them are retarded.
They might know their fucking
AB
position.
is it the Robert?
AB is great at playing football. Would you let him coach your team, bro?
No.
Hell no.
Fuck no.
I don't know how we got here though. Hold on.
We got here because he was saying that I feel like it's more talent wise when it comes to players. When it comes to basketball, I don't think they specifically need a coach.
Sport. Cause let's say not football. What sport y'all want to go to next? What sport?
I don't want to go to no other sport.
We don't watch.
I'm sorry.
I say like baseball. They definitely don't need a coach. Like what the fuck?
I honestly,
They need a third base coach.
I don't know. I do agree with, if we're just talking about those two sports, I would say that basketball, we definitely need more black head coaches. Football, maybe
What
not.
I'm saying is this:
Maybe not.
if you could take out a coach from either football or basketball, which one would you take out? This is my point.
I don't watch football though.
It don't matter.
I really don't know football to say. I'm being so 100%
Who say
honest.
football?
I mean, y'all would probably say football. All three of y'all probably say football.
Who say you take the coach out of football?
No, fuck no. I would take the coach out of basketball.
Coach out of basketball.
yeah, that's
you
what y'all
can't.
say.
You need a coach for football. Though.
Yeah, you just need
a
one.
coach.
You need it.
I don't really know.
That's
about
what I'm saying. It
football.
shouldn't even be an argument of this black and white shit.
I thought the quarterback was like a coach. See,
But
If you're Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, yeah, but
Yeah, not these regular niggas.
how many people can you say are on that caliber
Yeah.
in the league right now? I mean, even Patrick Mahomes, who I think is probably the best player in the league, other than on par with like Russell Wilson. Even they take plays from coaches, bro. Like, I mean, they might change it if they see something different.
And then a lot of that comes
But
just from
at the
years
end
of
the day-
footage and just
Right.
being in that shit.
Right.
You get what I mean? But like a basketball player right now in college, that nigga should fuck some shit up in the NBA. Them
He
niggas are
not
just,
lead your team to the championship. What is you saying?
then
Zion Williams was fucking up shit. We thinking he gonna take the team to the championship? Right. What are we
so
saying?
we talking about coaches
We're
though,
talking about
yo.
coaches,
Yeah,
bro.
we're not talking about that.
You just made that example. I didn't get it because I don't really know football to argue.
What I'm saying is that I can take some college athletes, put them in the NBA like a legit team without a coach. They can legitly might be a contender. I can't do that shit for college football
I
players.
think coaching goes a lot of ways, regardless of what sport it is. But I don't know enough
I
about
agree with that.
football
I agree with
to
that.
say. I really don't know about football.
what would it be safe to say? Like, you know, there's 11 people on both sides of the field for football versus just 5 people on both sides.
That's what I said.
just
There's more
for-
people to control on football.
So it'd be harder. And
It
it'd be
definitely
like
would be
more
harder to
of a-
coach more people, obviously.
Mm.
But like y'all said, y'all have multiple different type of coaches.
Yep.
So of course I would not. I guess in that sense, yes, y'all right. I would not take out a coach or whatever amount or whatever coaches in football. But then I'm not going to sit here and say that if they didn't have more black coaches, like I feel like there should be more black coaches. That's what I felt.
But
Your
why?
reasoning is
Why?
your reasoning
I
is
don't
fucked
know
up.
football enough to talk like
they're
that. That's what I'm
qualified,
saying.
sure. You know what I'm saying? If they're
So
qualified,
y'all feel like these?
I don't
these
even
coaches,
give a fuck if they qualify. What, like Bitch said, what are they bringing different to the table? You just want to see more black folks, all right? So, but I mean,
y'all, I'm saying the reason I'm saying is because black coaches wise can relate more with these athletes.
oh,
I'm not
okay.
saying-
All right,
But
I
then
like that
there was
standpoint.
there was another stance in that article that was saying that black people, the black players respond better with
With
respect to a white coach
Because they
versus
used to
a
being
black
no,
coach.
enslaved.
like why?
Like,
Why
but
is
that's
that
like
like-
when you look at football, it's like you're enslaved. The way they treat football players is like slaves. Them niggas be running up the field, sweating and throwing up.
bro, because football is a different sport, bro. It's a different sport, bro.
That shit's fucked up.
It was a nigga that quit the game at halftime, bro.
Nigga said, nah, it's too
Over there
much.
getting smacked in their head, called out their name. They be treating them like slave and cattle.
That's by choice, bro.
They be treating them.
They
them
don't
them
have to play,
South
bro.
teams do not play with them motherfucking them football players.
That Texas shit is real.
Bro, football is a different sport.
Nigga be
You
having a
gotta-
concussion.
you
Like,
gotta
get up and hit him again. Like what?
But like they'll play, that's that macho
It's that
bravado
macho
thing or whatever.
thing,
It's
bro.
kind of
It's
get back in the
Niggas
game.
like, yo, you got a broken leg. Come here, I got a shot for you. Go back out there. Like,
But it's a thing. They want to get back out there.
Right.
It's
because
not
they
like
fucking slaves.
it's not like-
they don't know. They're so used to master telling them what to do.
That, bro.
But then you got this whole
Can't even see their face.
CTE concussion protocol that like you really gotta hold these players back because it's like, bro, I'm trying to protect you in
Right.
your future or whatever. I need to check you out to see if you're good enough to go back out there. Fucking relax. But these niggas are trying to like,
Nah,
hop back out there.
Football is a different sport. It's for a different football and rugby, like contact sports like that. It's
rugby.
like for different.
Oh no, you playing rugby? That's
It's
fucking retarded.
Yo, rugby is fucking stupid.
But I heard that rugby is not as bad physically on
What are you
Are
talking
you
about?
smoking?
you
Yeah.
talking about people in the scrum versus people who be on the edges and shit.
I don't know. I just thought that from what I know of rugby players, I'm not saying that they don't get injured or anything. I'm saying that the damage or physical damage that they're taking on is not as bad. And they say that the way they tackle was way more safer than those people that tackle because they don't have helmets and stuff like that. They've been saying that the medical, what is that shit? Like the medical, whatever. They've been doing this shit in the NFL and all that for years. They don't have the same type of data to show the same type of damage done to these rugby players as they do in the NFL. And that's what I've always heard, that it's safer to play rugby than it is to play football.
So can we really say that to the medical year shit come
It's
out?
like all your homeboys and y'all out there playing tackle football.
But you're not going to hit someone in their head.
Yeah, you
yes, they do.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it's a different type of sense when you have a helmet on.
I'll tell you one thing, if I'm losing, I'm going to tackle you.
Like
I'm
paralyzed because he got dropped on his neck.
Right.
How many people get paralyzed in the NFL and die on the field?
Not that many.
But it happens. You just happens. But you just said in a situation in rugby, it happens. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but what I recall is when they was doing a little data and they was comparing it to, they was saying that the reason why these people in the rugby players tackle better. That was like one of the articles.
It's a mindset thing because we don't got pads.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna be wary and shit.
And that's not even just with rugby. Before the NFL became all this secure, whatever it is, with the safety measures, when they just had like their faces and just the bare bones, they said they were tackling better than too. So
I don't know, nigga. They was doing a whole bunch of wild shit.
I'm just
back in the day.
going off of what I remember about the data. I'm not saying that.
There's a reason why there's a face mask now. They used to just have that leather helmet and shit.
Yeah, bro.
They got that face mask now.
So like versus that time period, the game wasn't as fast as it is now, and people weren't as big.
I was about to say
around.
that people weren't as big either, dude. Like,
but my thing is like I could see where you're coming from because with football it's like the same similar fucking plays just at different points of the field, so the contact is constant, and then you got people that are running fucking full speed 15 yards from the line of scrimmage to stop somebody else that's running full speed in the opposite direction. Not even be able to see you or whatever. Like it's a lot of damage for running backs. Their careers only last 2 to 3 years. That's like the average. Just slaves. Certain positions.
Slaves, bro.
It's a different sport, man. It's not for everybody. I'll say that.
Slaves out here, but yeah. So talking about slaves and shit. Africans and
what a fucking jump!
What a segue! Hey, wait a minute, huh? Get the fucking real slaves of the slave trade.
It's all love. It's all love.
Like I said, it's all love. Don't take away that terrible segue.
Took it back to the Mayflower, bro.
What about them African slaves? They became us. What niggas feel about them motherfuckers? God damn.
So with our Chinese people in China or Chinese people in Africa and how they interact and treat Africans, it's been kind of an area of debate for us because we're trying to figure out if the Chinese see Black Americans different than what they would see Black Africans over in China or in Africa, and how they treat them and stuff. So, you wanna?
Shit, fucking the Chinese see us as fucking animals, bro.
Regardless.
Let me stop you though. Because we were saying that it's a difference between African American and Africans though.
Bro, they don't see us as motherfuckers. They don't see us. They see white people as on par with them. Right?
Okay.
So they don't see us as equal to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come from a person that probably has more Asian friends than y'all. The rest, everybody else in this room, I'm telling you, like, these motherfuckers don't see us, generally, I won't say everybody, but generally, they don't see us on par with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got a whole museum with Black people, whether it's African or not, probably African, next to animals, doing the same expression, and I guess it's like a museum comparing the two, as if we're baboons or we're fucking
There.
Huh?
No, go ahead.
Anybody else ever seen that? Fucking,
I've seen it.
you
Yeah,
seen
I know
it?
what you're talking
They got a
about.
whole museum dedicated to that shit.
Mm.
Like we're fucking animals. They don't see us on par with them, and they see it. They see us. Like for instance, like the Chinese in Africa. They are taking over basically. Like all the nice places and shit. It's like Chinese owned, and they see it like, oh, we're doing you guys a fucking favor. So they don't feel like they need to treat them fairly. You know what I'm saying?
You don't feel like they're doing them a favor.
No,
Why is that?
they're colonizing, bro.
Yeah.
They're colonizing and capitalizing off the land of people, and then they just treating them like fucking slaves.
Let me ask you something. And number one, I agree with you. But number two, I want to ask you:
Okay.
do you feel as though that people that are born in a certain area, if they're not, let's say, innovating their area, that they shouldn't get some help?
I'm not saying that they shouldn't get some help, but I'm just saying the way they treat them. Because I've seen a documentary where the Chinese are like treating them like basically like shit, bro. Like they.
Because the thing is, I'm alright. So I'm pretty sure everybody in the podcast know we're black, but like I'm kind of 50-50 on what is it, colonization? What is it?
Colonization.
Yeah, it's because it brings certain advances just in general to the area.
Right.
So I feel like if they talking shit, then yeah, it's fucked up. But it's just like a lot of places that some of the areas that these Chinese people are taking over, they're literally doing the area better.
Right.
So can you be that upset? It's just like me living in Baltimore. If white people moving in and cleaning my fucking neighborhood, I can't be that fucking mad.
Okay.
It's just like, all right, bet, because I know these niggas right here. I had to fucking argue with these niggas and cut the grass. Like, what the fuck? You get what I mean? But I agree with you though. I think that Chinese people are racist as fuck, and they definitely, these niggas said that they look at Africans like shit, but they look at African Americans as godly, and I don't even say that. I don't believe that
They
shit.
definitely do. So what situation do you have?
Unless you're an athlete, don't look at you, guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bro.
They look at you as you could be a rapper. They look at you as you some type of talent or some type of thing, or actor.
Where y'all getting these inputs from though?
Because
I only
all
see
of the people that go over there, and then they be like, "Yo, this shit lit over here."
You gotta be.
The motherfucking Steph Marbury got a fucking statue over that bitch. Come on now,
Derrick
bro.
Rose.
Didn't he play over there?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well, I'm saying y'all making it seem as if y'all don't have examples of black people going over there. Wu-Tang, like what are we saying?
We're still talking, but we're
treated
yes,
but they're all.
I
famous
respect
people.
that. If I go over there, that a lot of them motherfuckers are gonna look at me as if like, yo, oh my god, where
But
you?
when they
Especially if they hear me talk.
But if they find out that you're not a celebrity, do you think you won't get
I'm
any
a
of that love?
celebrity. I'm saying Chris Tucker.
But why? See, that's what I'm saying though. That's
What the hell are we saying? Because a lot of the things
you a normal nigga going over there is what I'm saying. Because these Africans are normal
right.
niggas. So you think they treating
No,
normal
Africans
niggas?
are Africans. We can't put ourselves in the same category of people that are not in our same category. African Americans are not Africans.
I agree.
Period.
Yeah, totally agree.
African Americans are not Jamaicans. They can be, but they're not.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, we not comparing apple. Like, yo, we gotta keep it apples and oranges.
We are, but we're still a regular ass nigga going to China.
You think that a Chinese person is going to treat African in China? They're going to treat an African American as they would a person that's from Nigeria.
I would not know because I don't have
I'm
any
saying that
examples.
they wouldn't.
I just got the examples I got here.
But they're probably gonna treat the African worse. But they're still not gonna treat you the way you should be
They
treated.
might treat me
They
worse.
might up the price on shit, especially
That's
if you don't know the
everywhere.
language. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
everywhere.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
I can't say that one because that's
that's
everywhere. That's just a tourist thing.
Yeah,
And I give you a better example. Even though that you said earlier that they put white people on the same plane, I disagree with that because if you're American and you go anywhere, if you're American and you're in China, they're gonna look at you differently. Period. They don't really matter if you African or whatever. Just like if you go to France or somewhere and you're American, they gonna look down on you.
Yeah.
They gonna look down on you if you in Switzerland or something and you're an American. It don't matter if you probably get worse treatment because you black. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna disagree with you on that. But Americans get treated differently, just like Africans get treated differently. Africans is probably worse than being any of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like you can't get no lower than that. Probably like a Nigerian something like that. You probably can't get no lower than that to a Chinese person. I forgot why we talking about Chinese people though. Like, what is it?
I want to get back to your Asian friends. Like, what perspective were they giving to you about this?
Okay.
Because so my Asian friends from college, they're like very liberal, and you know what I'm saying. From what I understand,
Well, if they're
their
liberal,
their parents
They're
are
strict as shit,
very
yeah.
not liberal.
Yeah,
They're
conservative.
very strict, like in line with
okay.
conservative and.
Right.
If like for instance, one chick was like, if I ever brought you home, my parents would fucking cut me off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because they don't see me as equal to them. You know what I'm saying? They are very
But they will see a white person.
yes.
They would be
Why
more
is that?
And
comfortable with a
the
white
girl,
person.
But,
the
like-
dude that she married is white.
So it's like the media and stereotypes. Because I used to talk to an African chick, and her father kept her in the house, and what he wanted her to do was stay away from American black guys. And the reason why he wanted her to stay away from Black American guys is because the single parentship, you know, it's just the deadbeat father thing. He's probably gonna have a felony or a couple of them. He's gonna be, you know, doing drugs and all that stuff. He's just gonna get you in trouble. So it's like, I want you to steer clear from that and probably stay with your kind, because of just stereotypes and whatever he kind of believed in, and that's like been pushed around to from different cultures to their kids as they try to get ahead, I guess you could say, in the U.S.
It's fucked up.
It's fucked up,
It is.
but it's like,
Do we have a place?
No. Black men, black African Americans, hell no. African Americans, hell no. We don't got no place nowhere. We can't go to Africa.
They hate us.
We
over
can't
there.
be
Yeah,
in
I was about to say because
America.
Africans don't really like
They
us
hate
either.
Can't
Shit,
go nowhere.
they hate us
That's
more
why I
than
don't
some of
get
these
why
white
black
people,
females
bro.
be tripping so much. Like they are the bottom, but then they be forgetting, like, as a black male, you really don't have, like, you have it bad on so many ends. Like,
just being a man.
you can get killed by a cop. You get discriminated. Like, you just don't got many. You can't do much, yo. You got to be cool. First of all, think about being a black guy, right? And trying to talk to a black chick. You got to be cool, have money. Can't be a bitch, but you got to be hard. Like, yo,
Tall enough.
You gotta
Do
be
you-
tall enough,
nigga.
you gotta meet a certain salary requirement, height requirement.
It's like,
Fucking.
y'all motherfuckers is just ungrateful. God damn.
So we
You
got
know what shit we go against every day? Imagine you want to be a black, say, all right. Say you want to get a Cardi B, bro.
I don't.
Just say you wanted to be you want to get a Cardi B, yo. Just imagine all you got to do to be Offset.
for her.
All you got to do to be Offset. Imagine all the stuff. He had to go to jail. He had to become one of the best rappers. I mean, part of one of the best groups ever. One of the best rapping groups ever. Not, top 500. No, top 10, top 5.
Top five.
Top 5. You had to be number 1 on all these damn charts. You had to go on stage and win your girl back. You gotta do all of this shit. You just can't be black. You just can't be off. You can't just be Offset. You gotta be all of these things to be. Imagine all the shit you gotta do to get a Beyonce, bro. Imagine what you gotta do to be Jay-Z, bro.
It's a lot of money.
Yo,
You gotta be Jay-Z.
and that's it. Nigga, you gotta lose 100 bricks. Nigga, what? Nigga, how you lose 100 bricks? Man, listen, bro. You don't know. I think they don't really like to be Beyonce. She ain't had to lose 100 bricks, bro.
Nah.
She was born with that. This nigga had to stab his uncle. Had to lose 100 bricks.
He got off. He
He had to pepper spray Art Kelly. like, yo, he had to sell millions of records.
He had
Like,
to put
yo,
up with Dame
what
for
are
like
we
a couple
saying?
years.
What are we saying, bro? I don't think females get it, bro. Black females get it. I don't think they get it, bro.
Yeah, but it's a constant struggle. Just trying to get ahead, wherever you are, and whichever culture that may be. But just kind of look out for yourself, look out for your loved ones, and try to promote the culture as best as you can. Try to map your life out as much as you can. There's not much you can do with that. As you get older, you'll see like you can't be living your life by the ABCs and shit because life just happens. But now you just gotta take care of yourself. Self-care, all of that.
Right.
Well, what's your idea of self-care? Like
Starts mentally.
my whole perception of the way self-care is being permeated into the atmosphere right now is it's just a superficial thing. It's just a surface level fucking deal.
What's that?
You go get your nails done. You go to the spa for a day. You take off from work and you sleep an extra
You're talking
hour.
about how women do self-care. I don't think you're talking about how men.
I ain't getting none of that.
So how do men do self care? So how do men do self care, and how should everybody should there be a difference between how we do it?
Exercises
It's a
should be
mental
definitely in there.
adjustment for me. It's not really a body thing. Whenever I think about self care, it's honestly always about some mental shit. Like since I do a lot, like just on the daily, I just real life just need a rest. And that's part of my self care regimen. Like I need to have a time point in the day where it's just like, yo, I need a fucking nap, just so I can just mellow my shit out. Like, or if I'm just watching a show that I want to watch, my nigga, like Lovecraft, I just want to enjoy a show without worrying about my kid, my job, people. My phone's off. Like I'm just legitly. Like sometimes when we on a group chat, y'all niggas is like going for like 65 messages. Nah, I'ma chill, bro. Just watch this show today, bro. Like
You
it's
want
like
that-
legitly.
You want that
But like all that,
toxicity?
yo, I don't really think like bitches talking about getting their nails done, their hair. That ain't self care because you do. I honestly
Doing
think
it
that
for
you're doing it.
brand.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
doing it for other shit.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Attention and
I think when it comes to
validation.
self care, it's legitly a mental thing. Like you getting in shape, bro. That's mentally. That's some mental shit. Because you have to be straightforward with yourself, my nigga. I don't look good today. You know what'll make me feel good today? Let me flex a little bit in the gym. Like my shit gonna be a little bit more sturdy. You get what I mean? It's that self care. Like I don't know. Yo.
No, I agree.
Bitches are weird.
I agree. You know what's crazy? I kind of feel like self-care for me is definitely going to the gym, but then it's also just looking outside. I don't know what it is, like just breathing fresh air,
Getting outside.
feeling the breeze, like just the sound of like just the environment. Sometimes it's cool to hear the city, but it's even crazy just to hear the breeze go against the trees.
Oh yeah.
Like that sound that it
Nigga
makes.
waking up and hearing birds is crazy.
No, and I just think to myself, like some of those times I be having like a serenity. It's not even that I have a clear thought of mind, but I'm at one whatever that I'm thinking of, and I just be like, yo. I got hella pictures on my phone.
That's
just
it.
chilling
That's
with
all
my
you say.
dog.
You just be like, yo. That's really all it be. I
Like,
feel
damn,
you. Yeah.
what the fuck, man? And you know what's funny? A lot of those times and those moments, I find myself being a child and going back to child memories. Like I start to remember things that I completely forgot about, and it's just like, damn. To me, that's self-care.
That sound like some self care.
Yeah.
That sounded amazing.
Just getting a break. Bro.
Yeah.
It sounds like self-care to me.
Y'all gotta
but
try it early morning on a beach, bro.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
most
where it's
definitely.
at.
I
Stuff
grew,
like
I
that.
grew up in the islands, bro. That shit, waves crashing, wind blowing, just chilling, bro. That shit is, it's just
Top
zen.
top.
That shit is zen, bro. Can't get in the water though, cause shark. That's
That's not self care at all.
shark.
Just fuck the vibe up.
Chilling in the sand, bro. You
Nigga
can't get
said,
in the
where
water.
K at? Oh,
You can't get in the water. Fucking
Yeah, he's,
too early, bro.
he went in there, he went
Sharks
too
be
deep.
out.
Yeah, but you know that's our episode for this week.
Yes,
I want to thank you all for tuning in
Hold
to
on,
us.
did you tell us what your version of self-care is?
Sure didn't.
Oh, I was just like working out. You know, my routine. Like when I get into a routine, a daily routine thing, that's kind of my kind of self care. And cause it's like when I go on vacations and stuff. Yes, it's a nice getaway or whatever, but I kind of want to go back to my routine because I like doing that. And I
That's
know
why
it's
he
gonna-
doesn't like going on vacation with us, Brian.
Vacations fuck up routines, don't lie.
like.
Fuck routines. I'm not used to routines though.
Yeah,
Like my whole
so-
life right now is in the routine. So
So like just getting back into the grind of slave shit, you know.
Definitely slave.
the daily routine stuff is more so my self care. But I'm trying to add like, you know, meditation and all that stuff to it. You know, I haven't really seen. I don't know if I'm appreciating the process, but I haven't seen anything in the
seems
past couple
boring as
weeks.
shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like if we wasn't in the city, it would be different. Like if we had more
Like
nature
outdoors,
around,
yeah.
I feel like we would be able to connect more. I feel like humans and nature supposed to connect, but we so separated. Like we we in a box right now. Like you get what I mean? Like it's, yeah.
You know what another one, just to throw it out there, I love driving.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Like late night type shit.
I just like
We-
late night, like driving here.
Yeah.
Like I love driving
And listening to Drake.
I like that. Not Drake, 'cause Drake good. He don't get me in my it's the Anita Bakers. It's like, yo.
This nigga licked his lips. Hey, it's time to go.
Thank you all for tuning in.
That's just me, baby.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. So, as I said earlier, thank you for tuning in, and just know that we're on different platforms now, so you can kind of get this content on the go. I will be tagging some of the content, Spotify, Apple Podcast that we got up, in the description of this video, and so hopefully you can check us out on whichever platform, and appreciate us for whatever it is, because we appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
So,
Top boys out.
thank you so much. We out.
Here we go.